Righty, here we go. Here we go. What's up? What's up? What's up? Go. We got Miles Cunningham in the building, Jay Roman in the building.
What's
up? Good with you, brothers?
What's up? What's up?
All right. Doing good. Appreciate being on.
We got Unique 79s, Wadi, and the Paul and John Swave.
Okay. Shout out to y'all. And real quick, y'all see the number, area code 516-387-1224. Feel free to call in. What's good, Aaron B? Also, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Y'all see the title, man. So without no further ado, let's get into this. Most men don't like themselves because women don't like them. This is what I want guys to understand. If you haven't paid attention, in this space on YouTube, or just on social media, period, but specifically in this space on YouTube, even with YouTube content creators, there's a lot of guys that have low self-esteem. They don't like themselves. Now, you can't tell that they don't like themselves because of the way that they carry on. Mm-hmm. But I want guys to understand there's a lot of guys that have an issue with women. Okay, and their issue really isn't with women, their issue is with themselves. They have low self-esteem, but instead of addressing the fact that they lack confidence and they have low self-esteem, they point the finger at women because they feel like, damn, if only I can get a woman to fuck with me, I wouldn't feel the way that I'm feeling.
Right.
Okay, and it has nothing to do with women dealing with them or not dealing with them. It's that their whole existence is tied to being validated by women, so that they feel like they're somebody. They want to feel special. Mm-hmm. And they want to feel loved by women. And when they don't get that type of feeling, they lash out. And the way that they lash out is they complain about women. Okay, because guys act like women are just inherently evil. Women are not inherently evil. Women aren't just walking around some evil motherfuckers just trying to do guys dirty. Now, you do have some women that ain't shit. Okay, I would admit that. But by and large, women typically will treat you based on how you view yourself.
Right.
How you view yourself is how you would actually interact with the woman. So women are following your lead, whether you are a bad leader or a good leader, they're following it. So with a lot of these guys, what they fail to realize, they think, oh, I got money. Women should respond to me this way. Or I think I'm a good looking guy that dresses nice. Women should respond to me this way. But what they fail to understand is when you deal with women, women can tell if you lack confidence or not. Okay, women can tell if you have any type of anxiety, if you're nervous, any of those things, they can tell. And that, in many cases, it has a lot to do with women not wanting to deal with you. What say you guys, man? Let's get this.
Well, I'll say, a lot of guys pedestalize women, and it goes deeper than just looking at women's beauty and things like that. It's like, there's this. I mean, I don't really know how to explain it psychologically because I'm not a, psychologist or anything like that. But it's kind of like the object of your desire becomes more than a desire. It becomes a standard. You understand? And it's like because I'm focused on the woman and I desire the woman. It's like I start to trust. I mean, OK. And then on top of that, the woman is not an inanimate object. Right. The woman is an intelligent being. Right. I mean, she's human like we are. So each woman is human. Women have perspectives. Women they express things, right? They express preferences and they express ideas. And then it's the sad part of it all is that because the woman is the object of our desire as men, we make the mistake of like when the woman expresses an idea, because we pedestalize her because she's an object of our desire, we begin to also pedestalize her expression of ideas or her intelligence or her, her perspective. And I think it's a really big mistake because, again, like you were saying before, women follow our lead. You understand? I mean, it's cool. It's cool to desire women. Nobody's saying there's something wrong with desiring women. The problem is when we use that desire and turn it into some type of reverence or prestige that we feel is more important than us. You see what I'm saying? And that becomes the problem. It's kind of like when you see a guy who, he really likes sports cars. right? And let's just say, you know, like you see him there, he every weekend he washing and shining up his sports car, waxing that shit, blah, blah, blah. And one day, you know, some type of disaster happens, right? And and something's about to fall on top of his driveway. And there's his child standing there, and then there's the car sitting there. Now he can choose to either save his car or his child. And then he fucks around and saves the car because he desires the car so much that the car becomes more important than what's actually important. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like it's the same thing that a lot of guys do. They pedestalize women or they desire women to a point where they pedestalize her, and even the stuff that's coming out of her mouth becomes more important than what's in the mind of the man that desires the woman.
You know what it is? It becomes a part of their existence. Like they need it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just weird because the reason why a woman is attractive in the first place is because of men. You understand? Understand that the reason why women put on makeup, the reason why women feel insecure, the reason why a woman feels insecure, and I said this before, but the reason why a woman feels insecure is because she's always seeking security.
That's some real shit.
A lot of people don't look at shit on a deeper level. A lot of people see a woman who is worried about the way she looks, and all they see is the surface. They like, oh well, you're insecure because you're just insecure about your looks. No. It's deeper than that. A woman worries about her looks because she's trying to attract a man that can provide security. If she doesn't look attractive, nobody will want to take care of this bitch.
Acceptance.
And she knows this. She's like, look, if I can't get a man of means or a man that can provide some type of security to be attracted to me, I'm shit out of luck.
Yep.
like, I mean, you know, it's a part of the reason why they built the whole divorce court system, because so many women were back in the day before all of these, you know, prenups and all of this shit and alimony and child support. Back in the day, when a woman got left, she just got left. You understand what I'm saying? When a woman got left, she just got fucking left in the street or wherever. Or a nigga just left her in the crib to fend for herself. And if he wasn't bringing home the paycheck to pay the rent, her and the kids would get kicked out because the landlord is like, if y'all ain't paying me, then get the fuck out of here. That's what it was back in the day, right? Yep. When they became unattractive to a man, or when a man was like, I don't like this whole life situation no more, I'm going over here. And remember, there was no internet to track nobody. So if a nigga said, hey, baby, I'm going out for a pack of cigarettes, and he never came back, that was it. He never fucking came back. You understand? So the average woman understands the need for her to be attractive runs deeper than what y'all think. She's literally trying to look out for her welfare, her security, her future, and the future of her children, her offspring. You understand? So with that being said, we have to understand what we're looking at when we look at an attractive woman. It's not anything for us to pedestalize and believe that's more important than us. The reason why she's trying to look so good is because of us. That's why we have to remember our level. This is why I tell y'all niggas, man is the closest thing to God on earth. And y'all think when I say these things, y'all think I'm just saying it just to sound like, yeah, nigga, I know game and I'm talking shit and I'm the man and blah, blah. No. I'm so fucking serious. Without a man's protection, women die. Women are left to face the fucking elements by themselves. Y'all don't understand what I'm saying. They will fucking die. The humanity will die, because if women are the ones that gestate our sperm to bring forth the next generation of humans, it's a process that will fuck everything up, right? So what happened? God made men with the ability to produce sperm till the day we die, and he also made women with the nature to be insecure, to inspire her to always seek security, i.e., guidance, leadership, and security from a man. These things are ingrained in our fucking DNA, so we can procreate, so a man can think a woman is attractive, fuck the shit out of her, and make more kids, so we can actually keep the world going. That's what it is about. That's how God and nature designed it. You see what I'm saying? But men make the mistake of forgetting their fucking place. How can I be more insecure than a person who is always seeking security.
And that's where guys fuck up.
That's where they fuck up at. Yeah, bro, she looked good, but she ain't. But don't ever forget your importance within the situation. But y'all got it.
Let me say this, Jay Roman, before you speak. Let me say this real quick. Miles, you said something. You said women wear makeup to attract us. A lot of women will have you believe, no, I don't. No, because what they'll say is, oh, I wear it for other women. Okay, no, you wear it to compete with other women because you want to look better than that woman to get that guy.
Right.
Okay, so when women say, oh, I don't wear makeup for men, hey, you have to decipher it. And what they're really saying is, I don't necessarily wear makeup for all men. I wear makeup so I can compete with the men that I want, because I know if I'm a pretty chick, there's going to be other pretty chicks around.
Right.
So I got to look as good as she or better to catch the eye of that guy. So I just want guys to understand, whether it's directly or indirectly, because if women didn't give a fuck about dudes, they would go outside with no wig, no weave, their hair wouldn't be done, no lashes. They would just go outside natural and wouldn't give a fuck. They do give a fuck. Believe that. All right, Jay Roman, you got
it. Man, Miles, you hit on a lot of stuff, and the first thing I thought of in my head was learn and grow. One of the natures of men is hunting. You actually learn that as a boy back in the day to hunt. And I feel like dudes haven't got out of the quality of hunting and made the whole life about hunting.
Right.
Hunting is just one of the man qualities that you would possess to accomplish a job or to attack something in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting is part of that leadership where you would change from a hunter to now I'm a leader. It's just a quality of growth. And sometimes we're still stuck. We haven't learned and grow. The other half of learning is growing. And so that's why you see them change their bait, right? They're in a conversation with a group of ladies. They're talking. The ladies mention something. Oh, yeah, I like that too. Deep down inside, you really don't like that. You're just changing the bait because you believe this is what's going to catch her the most. And I feel like they're still stuck in that zone where they're hunting and they haven't fully grown to understand the total manhood situation where, you know what, it's more than just hunting. I got to lead the situation now. I got to lead the party and where we're going.
Right.
And I feel like that they're still changing bait and just going with the wind of everything a woman says. And that's why we have so many guys that would get on a conversation, a discussion on here and say stuff like, it passed by, but, I know women that can surely provide for themselves. They just want emotional security. Well, if I'm providing, that's not just money. If you think just inside just money, understand if a provider, he's going to be concerned about her mental health.
Mm-hmm.
That's included in it. Her emotional. Is she taking on too much? Yeah, she could have a pretty decent job, but how's her health going? All those aspects of things. We're stuck trying to always appease the woman instead of stand and say, you know what? I'm the leader of this.
Exactly.
Let me say this real quick. Let me get back to the title. Most men don't like themselves because women don't like them. There is a segment of men that felt like they have been marginalized. Passport bros, for example. And I'm not talking shit about the passport bros. I'm just talking shit about their plight. Okay. So let's think about marginalized. Marginalized is a person, group, or concept treated as insignificant or peripheral, to relegate to an unimportant or powerless position within a society or group. A lot of men feel powerless. And the reason why they feel powerless is because they don't have the ability to get the women that they want. Not only that, when they do deal with women, they don't have the ability to influence that woman to treat them as they would like to be treated. You hear guys all the time, they complain about, oh man, these women are rude, they're this, they're that, they're mean, they're disrespectful, and all of these type of things. And what guys have to realize is that these women don't look at you the way you want to be looked at. And all that has to do is shout out to masculine identity. I had a consultation today and the young guy was asking me, can you help me or put me on the path so where I can get to know myself? Right? And I'm like, I can't really help you know yourself. Okay, all I can do is tell you that your mindset is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why your mindset is fucked up is because you pedestalize women, okay? Or maybe you look for acceptance, you look for approval, you seek validation to make you feel good about yourself. Mm. You don't see, if you can't feel good about yourself just as a man by yourself, how is a woman supposed to see you as someone who's valuable? Because you're looking for her. to assign value to you based on her accepting you.
Right.
Okay. So what happens is when guys aren't accepted by those women, they start to make up shit in their head. I'm too short. I'm this, I'm that. I don't have enough money. This is why you get guys that will argue tooth and nail, looks, money, status, or you need nice cars, you need nice shit. And the reason why they think they need nice shit is because they're like, as currently constructed, women don't like me as I am. I need extra shit so they'll like me, so I can draw them to me. So what a lot of guys don't understand is you suffer from low self-esteem. You have low self-esteem, you have a lack of confidence, and you have no sense of self-value, because if you have sense of self-value, you wouldn't feel like you needed money. You wouldn't feel like you needed name brand clothes and a bunch of jewelry and a nice car. You wouldn't feel like you needed those things to get a woman to fuck with you. Okay, and all that is self-hate. It's really self-hate, but unfortunately, they don't look at it that way. Because how they rationalize it, this is how they rationalize it. You pay either way. That's how they rationalize it. Y'all got it.
You pay either way. I've heard that so many times when it comes to, I know people that go overseas, right, to have their fun,
right,
and they're paying for that, and they can always see my face when, like, what? Like, nah, man, that's not me. That's not my, oh, you pay anyway. So, I think I heard that, last week, somebody just got back from flying somewhere, want to show me all this stuff that, they were doing. And you're like, oh, okay, cool. And went to go tell me how it all worked. And was like, nah, man, that's not me. Well, you pay anyway. I think you can see it a lot for me in clothing. And the way men dress. Now, there was the trend. I don't know if it's still out there because I don't really follow a lot of trends. But skinny jeans. I never understood why men wear that. It just complexes me. I don't like my stuff that tight inside some jeans. I need some room. I need some room to move. And but you had all these dudes, even dudes my size. I'm a big dude. You know what I'm saying? Wearing skinny jeans, looking like little turtle tops and stuff. Like, come on, dog. Did you really want to wear that? Or do you feel like because it's the trend, it's going to attract her?
Right.
Are you really that comfortable with me knowing how many credit cards in your wallet before you take it out? Like, you guys got to understand that if you're following a whole bunch of trends, it's directly because you feel like that's what the ladies are attracted to.
Right.
So it's really not about what you feel comfortable in. You're trying to attract a lady. If you got to lay down on the bed to pull your jeans up, there's got to be something in your head to be like, yo, this ain't my style. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing to attract ladies. You'll put yourself in financial harm, health harm, because I don't think it's even that good to have stuff around that tight around your junk. You got to just for the lady, just to, you don't even got her, just for her to look at you. That's crazy.
Well, it's funny because I compiled a list here of how do you know you have low self-esteem, and one of those things on the list, he often looks for outside opinions rather than trusting himself.
Right.
So when you talk about trends, that's exactly what that is. Instead of just doing me and wearing what I like, I'm going to look outside and see what's popular, because I think that women are gravitating to that. So now I'm going to go ahead and copy that. So that means that somebody else's preference or style of how they dress becomes yours because you think that's the it thing, right? So that tells me right now you have no sense of self. You have no knowledge of self, because I don't follow trends, bro. And I'm not hating on anybody that owned Air Jordans. I have never owned a pair of Air Jordans in my goddamn life. I've never owned a pair of Air Jordans. And I like the way they look. I like the way they look. I just can't spend $250 on a pair of shoes. Now, if it's a pair of nice dress shoes or boots, yes.
Different story.
Tennis shoes, no. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. I never owned a pair of Air Jordans. So to me, I've always done my own thing. And sometimes I would wear shoes that people would think, man, those are ugly. And I'm like, but I'm the only one that got them, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how you think they look. Ain't nobody else rocking these chocolate-ass Nikes. You know what I'm saying? They look like a brownie on my feet and shit. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nobody else rocking them, because I fight hard to stand out.
Mm-hmm.
The average guy fights hard to stand in. because you follow the crowd, which is why when you deal with women, you're a cookie cutter. Shout out Steve the Dean. You're like everybody else. And to me, when you try to be like everybody else, that means you're not comfortable in your own skin.
Right.
Because if you were, you would just do you and be you. So when I say most men don't like themselves because women don't like them, I hear guys all the time that say, oh, I need this name brand. If I had an Armani suit, if I had this, I had that. Because you're walking around seeing how other guys are being treated by women, and you're saying, if only I looked like him, if only I had that car, if only I had that kind of suit or that name brand, I would get the attention that he gets. That's not necessarily true, because you're thinking more of the exterior, the superficial shit. You still forget that women gotta like your personality. They forget about that part. Y'all got it.
Just quick, Zach. I mean, that same person will then hate on a guy that has less with the same sort of attention from the ladies, and hate on that guy and be like, oh, he must have some money or something. He's not dressed that nice, or it got to be something. It can't just be he's a leader with a mouthpiece or anything like that. It's got to be something else.
And a lot of guys call in 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224. Yeah, dudes love to look at other guys and try to compare and, follow the trend. And, but the bottom line is a lot of them is looking for things that are easy, because most guys are lazy. Most guys these days are fucking, let's be honest. You understand? Most guys are motherfucking lazy. Like I swear, like you tell these dudes to hey, go to the description in my video and scroll down to find the link to do something, and they can't even do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, just little shit, bro. Like dudes these days are lazy, and I don't think they really fully realize how much that shit is holding them back. You understand? I was talking to a client the other day where he lives in a smaller city, and he literally ran out of matches on all his dating apps. You understand what I'm saying? He's in a smaller city, so it is what it is. But I told him, I said, listen, and he said he swipes every fucking day. So even when there's new bitches that get, cause it's always new chicks that get on or get back on or whatever it is. So you can swipe on them again. But I told him, I said, bro, you're gonna have to, allocate some time to go approaching women. And he gave me the biggest fucking like, really? And I said to him, do you approach women at all? He's like, nah, I just like to do the swiping. And I'm like, so you see what I'm saying? Like, dudes don't want to put time in. Dude, and bro, look, I'll explain. I understand something about it, because listen, fucking with women is one of the only things where you can't really control the ROI. Right? Fucking with women is one of them things in life where you can't necessarily control the return on investment. But I still challenge that perspective, because as men, we need to look at what the return is that we actually seek. Because the average guy with the average mind, he's seeking pussy as his return. He's seeking female attention as his return. If you're being smart and if you understand game, you know what you should be seeking as a return? You should be seeking the increase of ability to spit to people on a social level, period. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, for example, on my Discord in the mornings, right? I walk through the park. I walk through the park and I do it live. And every once in a while, depending on what happens. Well, first of all, I say good morning to everybody. Everybody who walks past me, or anybody who walks past me, period. I say good morning. And then sometimes, depending on, like, they might have a dog and I ask them a question about the dog, or I'll stop two people and ask them about the weather. Or even if I see an attractive female, I'll even holler. I'll even be like, hey, what's up? Trying to take you out for a drink. What's up? Blah, blah, blah. Now, the guys that are in my Discord, they say to me, Miles, I notice how effortless it is for you to strike up a conversation with almost anyone. They notice it's super easy, effortless for me to strike up a conversation with almost anyone. I have the ability to engage any person on the fucking planet that I want to. But see, the average dude is not seeing that ability as a return on his investment. He's only looking at pussy and female attention as his return on investment. So this is why I need you guys to understand that when we talk about mouthpiece, when we talk about hollering at chicks and we talk about going out and speaking and approaching, it's not the object of your desire is not the end all be all. It's the skill that you produce in the pursuit of the object of your fucking desire. Do you understand? Because it's just like this, right? You know how they say, man, I'm trying to get rich, right? So they say to the guy, you know, okay, how do you plan to get rich? Because there always has to be a plan. Because your objective is to get money. That's cool. That's cool. But what are you going to do to get the fucking money? Either you're going to have to build a network. You're going to have to knock on doors. You're going to have to learn how to be a better salesman. You're going to have to learn how to invent and build a brand new idea. You're going to have to learn how to market that shit. You're going to learn how to be a good businessman, marketing, networking, simple business practices, supply and demand, economics, all of those things that you learn on the way to becoming rich. That's the return. That's the return on the investment, not the fucking money. Mm-hmm. Not the fucking money.
The knowledge.
It's the fucking knowledge and the skills that you gain on your way to your destination. And that's what so many niggas don't understand. And that's why they have such low self-esteem. That's why they don't like themselves, because they don't even realize that on the journey, every step you take, every new thing that you learn, every position that you're put in, whether comfortable or uncomfortable, you learn something new.
Miles, I'll add this. The knowledge is so invaluable. If you lose whatever you acquired, you can get it again.
That's what
because of the knowledge.
Exactly. Because if you're talking about money, if I go, a person who becomes rich or whatever, right? If they become rich through grind and hustle and everything else, and they say, yes, I got $1 million fucking dollars. And then you go in the bank, take all his money out and set that shit on fire. He'll be upset, but guess what he's going to do? He going to think back to everything that he learned to get that $1 million and just repeat the fucking process.
Do it again. And the second go around, he's going to learn the mistake he made, how he lost it. Exactly. Now he'll be able to keep it. Exactly. So even if you bring it back to women, the knowledge, the journey that you take of dealing with women, your experiences equate to knowledge. Your knowledge equates to wisdom. See, the wisdom helps you keep the shit. The knowledge helps you get more and more of it, but wisdom helps you keep it. And that's what a lot of guys don't understand. I was going to make a point, but I'm going to go ahead and pass it to you guys while I figure out what the fuck I was going to say.
Yeah, you got it.
No, the whole time Miles was talking, there's two things that kept coming in my head, which goes back to the basis of a lot of these shows and the basis of what you guys have been saying for years. It ain't about them, it's about me. Now, the thing is, even if you try to work on yourself, if your whole goal is to work on yourself, is to gain a woman, then you're still keeping it about them. You're just lying to yourself now. So maybe you say, okay, I'm gonna step back, I'm gonna speak to everybody, I'm gonna say hi, but your whole purpose is to gain a little confidence to speak to them. You're gonna miss the point that you're realizing, hey, my verbal skills are improving, so when I'm at work, I convey things better to my boss. My verbal skills are improving, so when I'm out in a restaurant, I'm getting to know people, I order differently, I look at people differently, and they're gonna look at me differently. But you're going to miss that if you continue to focus on just one small thing. And I think that is the reasoning why you will have somebody that says, hey, I did this, but this didn't work. I didn't get the girl. I didn't get that. Well, that's because the focus was off. You didn't really learn because your main thing was still on them.
You're worried up. Go ahead. You got it.
Right. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you're focused on this minuscule thing. You're not focused on the bigger picture. So to your point, because you mentioned I'll be able to communicate better with my boss. I'll take it even a step further. You'll be able, because a lot of you guys, you've been on job interviews. A lot of the times you didn't get hired, it was because of your inability to communicate effectively. Okay, just talking to people, saying hi, you become more of a people person. You become more personable. So now when you're having conversations with people on all levels, you're way more relaxed. You're not overthinking, what is this person thinking about me? Do they like me? Am I going to get hired? Am I going to be able to have sex with this chick? You're not thinking about any of that shit. You're just being you, relaxing, chilling, and you just doing your thing and just talking. Okay. And I tell guys all the time, even if you're in a relationship, still talk to women. You ain't got to talk to them on, I'm trying to fuck you, tit.
Right.
You can just be like, how you doing today, young lady? Is your day going good? You just talking. And a lot of times you'll be surprised. Man, I remember I was in a grocery store and I had on a Negro League outfit. It was a black New York Yankees hat and a black New York Yankees shirt. And this old white dude, had to be in the 70s or 80s. We just started talking about the Negro League and about baseball and about segregation in baseball. We talked for like 45 minutes. It was just a back and forth conversation. It was a dope conversation about, because he gave me history, because he was there. I wasn't there. So we just talking. And what a lot of guys don't understand is when you can effectively talk to people without no expectation. You're not expecting anything. You're just talking for the sake of fucking talking.
Right.
Okay? You learn how to communicate and express yourself in a way that's going to be beneficial to you in every aspect of your life.
Exactly.
Man, you mentioned interview. I had a buddy tell me about an interview. He went into the interview and the interviewer was bad. He said, man, she was bad. And it distracted him from the interview. And, you sit there and you're like, what? No, dog, just speak, man. What did you do? And he's like, dog, I was fumbling. I was like, but she looked good. He kept always going back to how good she looked and how stupid of that moment it was that just because she looked good, you fumbled on an interview.
Right.
And then people don't realize that these are not dating tips. These are life skills.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for saying that.
People don't realize, and guys, call in 516-387-1224 or put a question in the chat. We can answer the question. 516-387-1224. Yeah, a lot of guys don't, or they'll hear people say this, but they really don't. People don't really want to understand what it means when they say you have to become what you want to attract. Like you have to be the thing that you're trying to get to. So, and the reason that is that here's the thing. When you actually acquire the thing that you claim that you want, there is something to be said about the experience of the acquisition and the maintenance of the thing. Like for example, I remember how my life changed the first time I bought a house. I bought and I lived in a house, and it was just weird. Like I had to find out about the fucking filters in the air conditioning system.
Yep.
You got to change them shits every season, they say, or at least every 6 months, or you got to at least check them to make sure once they get too dusty, you got to change them shits. You got to keep your lawn mowed. The homeowners association send you a fucking letter if you don't mow your fucking lawn, and they fine you. You understand? And all of this shit. Okay, and then it's like, okay, you got you ain't just paying rent and electric. Now you paying rent. Not rent, but you paying mortgage, which is, equivalent to rent. You paying electric, you paying gas, you paying for water and sewage.
Yep.
You understand? So it's like, okay, let's just say I was a person or a guy who the object of my desire was a house.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I'm like, yo, fuck all that knowledge, information, and whatever that comes with owning a house. I just want a fucking house. I don't want to do the research. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to go through no experiences. I don't want to read nothing. Just give me the house now. Okay, here's your house. And now, mind you, you're coming from an apartment rental situation
where everything is taken care of.
You don't know about water, sewage, and gas. You don't know about the filter system in the fucking AC. You don't know that if you don't cut your lawn, the homeowners association will fine you. And if the fine becomes big enough, they could put a lien on your fucking house and take your fucking house. You don't know any of those things. You just want your fucking house. Okay, it's the same thing with these dudes out here. They want pussy. They want women. You don't know that bitches is insecure. You don't know that if you don't lead and run your game right, they will fucking start arguments with you for absolutely no fucking reason. You don't know that the pussy, the smell of the pussy changes from day to day. You don't know about pHs and all that type of shit. You don't know that sometimes, the pussy come out creamy on you and you looking at your dick like, what the fuck is this? Like, you don't know none of these things. You just want woman. I just want pussy, bro. I just want. You don't even know what a fucking clitoris is. You don't know nothing about that. You don't know that sometimes women squirt. You don't know that a woman does this shit that with the Kegels and they tighten the walls up on your dick and all that type of shit. You know nothing. You just want women and want pussy.
Yep.
You understand? And that's the problem with most people in general. And that's why when people win the fucking lottery, they go broke in months. You understand? Because they have no idea about the change in character that comes with the acquisition of the object. You understand? There's a change in character. There's a change in wisdom. There's a change in knowledge that you must respect. And this is exactly why you have to approach women and get rejected. This is exactly why you got to get ghosted. This is exactly why you have to go through the processes of dealing with crazy bitches and bitches who are not compatible with you and a bitch that'll disrespect you. You need to do all these things so you can know, okay, this bitch is being disrespectful. I'm cutting her off. She don't get no more of my time. Okay, this bitch, if she ain't feeling my approach, then I'm not gonna let that hurt my pride. I'm gonna, maintain my self-esteem, and I'm gonna move on to talk to other bitches because I need to learn how to keep my focus and not let nothing affect me emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all motherfuckers have no idea about none of this shit. You just want a direct beeline to the object of your desire in the easiest fucking way possible. And you don't realize that if you don't learn nothing, there's no way you can keep what you want to get once you get it any fucking way.
I love that. I love that. And look, check this out. Okay, my oldest son, right? He bought an Infinity, and I told him don't buy it. I said, number one, it's one of the most expensive cars to upkeep. More expensive than a BMW and a Lexus, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And the insurance is over $20 for most people, right? On Infinity. And I said, don't get it, right? So the car note was $500 something, the insurance was $200 and something. I'm like, that's $700. I don't think that's a smart move, son. I'm saying, so now he had, a couple of few G's stacked up in the bank. So he thinking he good. I'm like, no. I said, you always have to prepare for the unknown. Right. So he gets fired from his job.
Oh God.
And now he got this shit going on.
I gotta live life.
And now he's like, Dad, I'm trying to sell this car now. I said, I told you not to fucking get the car.
Right.
And not only that, the upkeep, you got to think about, because the car didn't have a warranty. So I'm like, you got to think about, number one, you don't want to buy no foreign car without no warranty. That's dumb because it's super expensive. BMWs, Infinity, shit like that, they're super expensive to maintain. The oil changes, the fucking brakes, the brake jobs, and all that shit is pricey. So he got the shit thinking it looks fly. It's all blacked out. It looks fly. The bitch is gonna think I'm flying it. But he didn't understand the management of it. He acquired it. Like you said, he acquired it, not understanding the undertaking of how to manage it. So a lot of guys, they just want shit. They want a girlfriend. They want kids. They want a wife. They want money, but you don't know what it takes to manage it. This is why you'll have guys who are rappers. They'll go broke, and the reason why they go broke, because they never saved the money for the fucking taxes. They didn't think about that part of the game. Right. I got $1 million. Let me put 500, 600,000 away because the IRS gonna want they loot. You know what I'm saying? So they want to ball out. Why do they want to ball out? For the bitches. You know what I'm saying? So, and the problem is with a lot of guys, they're so shallow and superficial, and all they can think about is instant gratification.
Right.
All they can think about is, they don't think about the long game. They think about, oh man, I'm gonna get this car, I'm gonna drive it off the lot on Friday, I'm gonna go out Friday night, I'm gonna go out Saturday night, I'm gonna have this whip. 2-3 months later, they're like, why I buy this shit? Fuck. Okay, and my son is going through that, and I'm laughing at it. I'm like, I told you,
Right.
but you didn't want to listen.
But what's so crazy? What's so crazy though? It's what a lot of guys do now though. Like your son going through that with the car, he turned around and blamed the car dealership for selling him the car. And that's what a lot of guys do, right? You know, they want to blame the girl, the lady, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For all, oh well, I get no. It's like, and I think Mal said a point. Sometimes these guys are so lazy. It's just easier to blame the woman than to look at themselves and see what they don't like about themselves,
right,
and work on changing it.
Right.
But you don't know what you need to work on if you're steady blaming them. Oh, she led me on. You know, I put all that. We took her to a nice place. I flew her out. She didn't respond the way I wanted her. Let me blame her instead of looking at myself and say, you know, I need to do some work. Because this ain't gonna happen. And I always like to tell people, man, how's that working for yourself?
Right.
If people are really honest with themselves and look back, how's your interaction with other people working? And if it's the same, guess what? There's one constant there, and that constant is you.
Right.
So you need to look back on how to change something going on with yourself. But it's easier just to blame other people. No. Let me blame this dealership for selling me this car. Why would they sell me this car knowing I was this young?
Right.
Look, I told him, I said, why don't you get like a brand new Toyota Corolla? It's cheaper. It's brand new. It comes with a warranty. It don't look as fly as this Infinity though. And I'm like, see, you see, you're getting it. I said, look, I want to tell all guys this. When that motherfucker about to get repoed, all them bitches you fucking, are they gonna come pay that motherfucker right before they tow it off? You know what I'm saying? No, they won't. You know what I'm saying? So guys got to start being smart. Stop trying to live your life based around what you want from a woman, or based around you getting validation from women. Okay, so and let me just say this real quick. I want guys to understand something, right? Let's get back to the title. Matter of fact, let me bring that shit up. Most men don't like themselves because women don't like them. Let me tell y'all something. For any passport bros that's listening, or for anybody else that do this goofy shit, when y'all post pictures on the internet of random chicks you just met, hey, take this picture with me. You're seeking validation. That's what you're doing. There's literally a dude, he posted a video of him kissing a chick in a nightclub. You know, basically saying, yeah, you know, I'm out here and I'm meeting chicks. And he does a video of him kissing a chick he literally just met in a nightclub. What kind of grown man would post that? A guy that's seeking validation that has low self-esteem.
Right.
Because this is what guys don't understand. And I see it all the time on YouTube. A lot of guys who have low self-esteem, it's kind of like women. It's kind of like when women post a bunch of thirst traps on the internet, they're looking for people to say how beautiful they are so they can build them up. So it can build them up. Guys ain't no different. When you're posting, now if you're posting pictures of chicks you actually know, and you just happen to go through your phone, like, man, this would be a cool pic to put on a thumbnail. But when you are purposely posting pictures so you can get feedback from other guys, what you're saying is, I don't like myself. I need a pick-me-up. I need for you guys to look at this picture or look at this video and say how bad this chick is so I can feel good about myself, because I really don't have no self-esteem. I really don't like myself, and I search for validation through the attention of women. Okay, I need guys to understand that. A lot of guys think it's a flex. That's why they ask for receipts. Well, I got to see a receipt. I got to see you in the picture with women. I got to see you in videos with women, because in their mind, they think it's natural. It's natural to post this. My thing is, no, you have low self-esteem. I don't. So you feel a need to do that. I don't. Y'all got it.
Go to 214, Mikey.
Yeah.
Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
I'll say, you know, when we say to have sex with a woman on the first night, is not about, it has nothing to do with gratification. It has nothing to do with gratification. You are suggesting the possibility of sex on the first night to see the extent of that woman's cooperation and interest in you as far as sexuality and attraction. It's not about gratification. You understand? So, because even me, I tell you guys, I always bring up sex on the first date, but I don't push sex on the first date. However, I let her know that if there is a second date, we will be having sex. Now, I don't do that because I'm thirsty for sex. I have access to sex whenever I want it. The reason why I let her know that if we have a second date, there will be sex is because I need her to understand that there's a program, there are requirements, and there is ways that things need to be done if she wants to continue a relationship with me. So it's not about it's not about gratification. It's about upholding standards so we can start the relationship off correctly with her following my requirements. You understand? Now, if she says, see, here's the delayed gratification. When she says to me, well, you know, if I'm going to have sex with somebody, I need to have an emotional connection, right? If I didn't understand that it's not about delayed gratification, then I would lie to her. You understand? I would change up my character and my requirements and how I run my relationships. And I would lie to her and I would be like, hey, girl, you know, I really feel this connection with you. I think, like, truthfully, it takes me about 12 months to really vet a woman. Right. But if I'm thirsty for sex like that, I'm looking for instant gratification, I'll lie to her and be like, hey, girl, you know, I want to make you my girl, man. We got that connection. You seem like the type of woman I could wife up, that I could see myself with forever, man. Blah, 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 blah. And then get the pussy quickly because instant gratification for pussy is what I was interested in. But when I tell a woman that we will be having sex for the second date, that's not about gratification. Although I still do get gratified because sex does feel good. And I understand all that. But it's really about creating a standard for the fucking relationship. You understand? And that's the part that you don't necessarily get, Mikey.
No. Well, see, and go ahead, Jerome, you got it.
I was going to say, I could tell. I ain't seen the videos or nothing like that, but I would tell you from this question right here, you're one-dimensional thinking. And people got to understand that, you know, several things can happen in an incident where you learn several different things. It's just not one thing. And I think a lot of people, we're changing what is gratifying. Like, you know, what is the true gratification in a situation?
Right.
The true gratification is, like Razcast says, I just try to find people to understand my story. So communicating with somebody where they understand me completely and we can move on from there. That's the gratifying part, to say, hey, you know what? We had a great time. We had a great night, whatever. But, you know, I'm happy the way that I was able to communicate with you in such a way that you understand where I'm at, if we can continue with whatever, you know, program I got. Right. And people have to change what is truly gratifying. When you work on yourself, that always changes, right? You know, okay, communicating with somebody, you know, like some people here have a problem with talking to people. Okay, so they're working on themselves. So they say hi. Just to say hi was the gratifying part. Well, later on, that ain't going to be the gratifying part. Just saying hi.
Right.
Holding the conversation is going to be the gratifying part. So, you know, don't think just one dimensional, you know, with these things. Several things can be accomplished in any incident.
Exactly.
Well, let me say this. Okay, so there's been plenty of women that I met where we were both sexually attracted to each other the first night that we met, and maybe, for instance, she was with her friends and she was a designated driver, and she's like, well, you know, nothing's gonna happen tonight because I got to take them home. My thing is, okay, well, here's my number. You know, if and when you're ready to make something happen, feel free to hit me up. I'm not pressed for sex. Because if I was pressed for sex, come on, girl, they'll be all right, girl. They can find another. Come on, girl, let's link up. That's pressed for sex. My thing is, I'm not pressed for sex, but also, and Miles, you alluded to it earlier. You setting the standard. My thing is, I'm a sexual person. So any woman that I'm talking to, I'm setting the precedent, but I'm also setting her expectations of what it's going to be like to fuck with me.
Exactly.
This is what you're going to get. This is the type of guy that I am. If I'm a sexual guy, like any woman that know me, when we first met or when we talked on the phone, I'm hitting them with sexual innuendos the whole fucking phone conversation. Like that's me. You know what I'm saying? So any chick know, if I'm fucking with Carrie, I gotta fuck Carrie. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not pressed for it. Okay, 219, so 219. All right, real quick. Let me get this. Joe Blast, respect and honor to the panel with the 7. Appreciate you, family. You said at 19.
It was the true one, the true one.
A true savage?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck did it go? Okay, like that. All right, it says interacting with a chick that doesn't find you sexually desirable. You are playing. There you go. So for me, if I see a woman that I believe is sexy, now that doesn't mean that we're gonna have sex because she can say something fucked up and still want to have sex with me, but I no longer desire it, right?
Exactly.
But when I approach a woman, I'm letting her know what I'm about. Okay, it's not about me being a horny dude. I gotta fuck right now. I'm so horny. No, it's about I'm a man about my shit. I'm gonna let you know what I'm about, and then you're gonna let me know whether or not you about what I'm about. If you're about what I'm about, let's continue the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not, let me end it so I don't waste my fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
But see, a lot of you guys, y'all believe, oh, let me meet this woman. Let me ask her where she's from. Let me ask her if she has any siblings. Let me ask her, does she got a birthmark? Let me ask her what her sign is and all this goofy ass shit. Because you're really trying to stave off rejection.
Right.
I want my rejection hard and fast. I want it now.
Early. Facts.
Early. I want my rejection like an appetizer. Y'all want y'all shit like a dessert. Nigga, I want it now. You know what I'm saying? Reject me now. So time is my most valuable resource.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing more valuable than my time. I don't like to waste it on people that aren't going to add value to my situation because I'm bringing value. So if another person isn't reciprocating the value that I'm bringing to the situation, why are we talking to each other?
And see, and just to finish up the point with the Mikey kid, that is the delayed gratification. Me telling the truth and understanding that there's a high possibility that she might be like, well, that's not, I'm not on that page. There's a higher possibility that the woman gonna be like, oh, well, you got all these requirements and it's your way or the highway. Then fuck that. I'm not going on a second date with you. And that right there is the delayed gratification, because I'd rather wait until I find a chick that's on my fucking page.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the delayed gratification. Instead of lying to a bitch to try to get the sex, faster than I usually would. You see what I'm saying? So that is the delayed gratification. Just so Mikey's clear. Yeah, unless he wants to call up. Like I said, guys, 516-387-1224, 516-387-1224.
And let me add this, because guys got to twist it. Like, even when we talk about being direct with women, being direct works 100% of the time. Mm-hmm. 100%. Because you immediately separate the women that's about what you about from the women who are not. You separate them real quick.
Exactly.
Bring up sex to a woman who don't want to fuck you. Her reaction is going to be of a woman who don't want to fuck you. You going to know. Bring up sex to a woman who views you sexually. You going to know about her reaction. Exactly. So immediately you are separating the cream from the crop. You know exactly who to continue talking to and who to be like, hey, it's been nice meeting you. Good luck to you. And leave her where she stands. Exactly. Also, when we talk about sex, it's not just simply about fucking. Because if all I wanted was a nut, I can go home and jack off the porn, right? It's about compliance. I need to see if this chick is down to do what I want to do. It's not even about, I met plenty of women. The same night that I met them, I'm trying to pull them out the spot for sex, and they're not necessarily against having sex with me. They just don't want to do it that night. Right. And I hit them off with the digits, and we end up having sex later. If I was pressed for sex, I would be like, come on, girl. What's up for the night, man? Come on. What's up for the night? Come on, we can make it happen. I'm not pressed. I'm just letting the chick know, if you're fucking with me, this is what we're going to do. Exactly. It's that simple.
Exactly.
But, I want to warn dudes, too, with that, like, sometimes it's just cool to talk to a woman and to communicate without anything, without any expectations or focus or anything like that, or during the course of the conversation you realize she's not really into me, but to continue that conversation. You never know who's looking on. We'll see how you speak with somebody, how they're enjoying the conversation, and you walk away, that will create their desire that's in that room. So I never forget, I was flying out. I was excited to go somewhere. I was at the bar. There was a couple ladies near me, and I started striking up a conversation with them. There was a third one I seen that kept looking that direction. One of the ladies got up and said, hey, I got to take a flight. We were all laughing and talking. She came and sat right next to me. She just noticed that we were having a good time, that I sat down, started talking to him. We was having a great time, and before I got up to leave to catch my flight, she asked me, hey, what's your IG? What's your, and at the time, I had one, but it wasn't the point of my conversation. she looked well, but I wasn't in her. I was excited to what I was about to do. So I said, I don't really have an IG, but what's yours? And she gave me her thing, and then I left. But that moment, the way I was interacting with the ones that were there, even though I didn't feel anything with it, that was attractive because we were laughing and having a good time. And I think sometimes guys relax when you go out and you're speaking with people. Have a good time.
Exactly.
Relax. It's not always going to be about the target. The target. And sometimes you'll miss things because you're so focusing on one thing. So
no, I wholeheartedly agree that sometimes you will encounter, like, I love female energy. I love female. There's been women that have rejected me. The conversation continued for 5 more minutes because it wasn't an outright get away from me type of thing. It was like, damn, where were you a couple months ago? I got a man. Damn, if I would have met you a couple months ago, I would date you. And I'm like, this is a damn shame, girl. Well, hey, good luck to you and your man. And she don't want to stop talking, right? Because it could be a situation where there's other women that she knows. Well, let me introduce you to somebody, because a lot of times what happens with guys, when they get rejected, their demeanor changes. It's like the women taken out of their cells. They get deflated, like, oh, okay. But when you keep the same energy as if her not being interested in what you're interested in, and you still that happy-go-lucky dude, you still upbeat, they're like, I like this guy. He ain't fazed by being told no. So even that can be attractive in some cases. We got any calls? We get on the calls?
Yeah, we go on calls. Is people's families coming into town early? Niggas can't get on the phone?
Yeah, y'all niggas are scared, man. What's up with y'all? So Matthew B says, I met a girl on a dating app and scheduled a date. Y'all niggas need Grammarly like a motherfucker. Anyway, the date went well, but I could tell on the date that she did not seem open to. How did it go well then? Open to flirting and getting sexual. She said via text, no romantic connection. Okay.
Wait, what? Okay. I met a girl on a dating app and scheduled a date. The date went well.
But I could tell on a date that she did not seem open to flirting and getting sexual. Then how did it go well?
First of all, is this a question? How is this a question? What's the question?
Yeah, that's not really a question. That's a statement. And she said via text, no romantic connection. Okay, on to the next one. Fuck it. You got to rephrase your shit or ask another question. So he said. So Mikey says. So y'all saying any woman I find attractive, go up to her.
She explained to you that she just wants to be your friend.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah, pretty much. It was a friendly shit. And we'll double back to that. So he says. So are y'all saying any woman I find attractive, go up to her and say I want to fuck her and watch her reaction? See, y'all niggas are remedial with this shit.
Sometimes ladies go out on dates, right?
Is there a delay? J. Roman, I think there's a delay.
Yeah, I think you might have a delay.
J. Roman, I think there might be a delay. Because it seems like you're still on the first question.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, that's a delay.
Yeah,
J. Roman, log out and log back in.
You need to go out and come back in. Yeah.
Log out and log back in. There's a delay. Like a good 30, 40 seconds. Like.
Yeah. I was gonna say so Mikey, if that's what you want to do, you can do that. But if I see a woman that's attractive, I wouldn't tell her that I want to fuck because I don't know if she deserves dick just yet.
There you go.
So Mikey, you're asking these questions. First, you tried to ask a question to find a contradiction. Now you're asking an extremely remedial question to try to take it to an extreme. So apparently you're just one of these dudes that you really don't believe in what we're saying, and you're trying to discredit this shit with like bitch nigga fucking questions.
Yep.
If you don't believe what we're saying, then why watch the show, bro? Why watch the show? Why take the time to ask a question? You understand? Because we don't tell you to go up and tell her to fuck. We don't tell you to do that unless that's what you really want to do. But if you find a woman attractive, then have a plan for you to spend some time together and see what the chemistry is about, to see if she deserves your dick, to see if she deserves your time. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about just going up to women and telling them you want to fuck. And then other than that, Kzakin told you, I think it was 2 shows ago, that it's not just about telling a woman you want to fuck, but if you're gonna, if you want to see how she responds to sex, use the word sex or sexy in your dialogue with her and see her response. It's not about just walking up to her and saying, "Hey, I want to fuck." You understand what I'm saying? So either call up or stay the fuck out, stay the fuck off the show if you're not being genuine with these questions, man.
Let me just add this. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, you can damn near do no wrong with whatever you say to her. Whereas if a woman is not sexually attracted to you, she's going to have a problem with you being sexual, period. Because she don't see you that way. But it's not, Mikey, or for anyone else listening, it's not about you doing what we would do. What do you want to do? Okay, do what you want to do. And it's not necessarily about, oh, let me say this so I can see her reaction. Let me say what the fuck is on my mind, regardless of her reaction. Okay, and you know, Dreadman says a lot of women got different rules. I don't give a fuck about their rules. Rules for different ninjas, though. You might be or come off too aggressive, so, but another guy could come off the same way, and she would be down for that. Okay, all right, now you're right, but I don't care about that. See, a lot of guys, when they deal with women, they temper their words. When I say temper your words, meaning you're very reserved in what you say. You watch what you say for fear that you might offend a woman, for fear that you might lose out on an opportunity to have sex with her or to date her, whatever it is you're trying to do. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Okay, at the end of the day, when I'm having a conversation with a woman, she's gonna know exactly who the fuck Carrie is, front and center, right then and there. Whatever she decides to do is whatever she decides to do. I don't give a fuck about her dating rules. I don't give a fuck if she thinks I'm too aggressive, too assertive, because if she thinks that about me, all that tells me is she ain't feeling me. That's all that tells me.
Muted. A lot of women got different rules. Again, you see this? This is what I was talking about at the beginning. The object of your desire starts to set your standards, and you forget about your own fucking standards. Why do I care about a woman's rules? My rules are the most important because I'm leading, I'm guiding, I'm protecting, I'm providing. I'm a man. I don't give a fuck about her rules. Like, what are you talking about? I don't give a fuck about her rules. And if I approach her and she not feeling what I'm saying, have a nice day, baby girl. It's all good. No problem.
There you go.
Keep it the fuck moving. What the fuck is, y'all dudes be killing me, man.
I don't give a fuck about. See, here's the thing. This is what guys got to understand.
Am I back?
You back? You good? Can you hear us in real time, or is it still a delay?
Nah, he's still delay. He's still delay because his lips are moving. And I don't hear nothing.
Yeah, Roman, you still delayed. There's a delay, fam. Take yourself off of mute. Speak real quick. Say something. We can't. Yeah, you might, bro. You're gonna have to probably log off and reboot your computer or something because there's still a delay, fam.
Or maybe his internet needs to be restarted.
Jay Roman, can you hear us, fam?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right, okay. Let me just say this. You guys, y'all have to stop being worried about what a woman thinks, if she's upset or if she's offended. As long as let me tell y'all something. As long as you're not going out of your way to be mean, as long as you're not trying to be malicious in any way, do you.
Exactly.
Say what the fuck you want to say. So to what Mikey said, when you talk about going up to a chick and say you want to fuck her. Now, if you just go up to a chick and tap her on the shoulder, hey, I want to fuck you, then you're a dumb motherfucker.
You like, who does that?
Who does that?
Who does that?
I've never done that. Now I've introduced myself to a chick and we talking, and then she gets all up on me, and I'm like, girl, why you getting all close to me and shit like that? For chill.
Exactly.
And I can tell by the way that she's acting that she is sexually attracted to me. So I might say to her, look, you better stop playing before I take you to your crib and fuck the shit out you, girl. Stop playing. Right? But that's based on me interacting with her, albeit briefly, and I can tell right away that she's with it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just gonna walk up to a chick Hey, I want to fuck you. Who does that? Like, come on.
Niggas is wilding, bro. Niggas is fucking wilding.
Come on, man. At least walk up to the chick and introduce yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then see what the vibe is and take it from there. We still good on the calls though?
Still good on the calls, man. It look like nobody want to call in, man. We got 234 King Salah, and then we got the 232.
Okay, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna get to both of those, but I want to say this right quick. This bothers me, bro. You can't be serious.
Call up, Mikey.
Call up, Mikey, so we can have some dialogue.
Call up so we could talk, bro. Because the back and forth is bullshit, man. If you really got something to say, then call up. Other than that, I'm not addressing no more his responses.
Exactly, and we're not harsh. We're men. That's how men talk. But anyway, so the y'all nigga with these names. Do you think there is nothing a male can do to speak or encourage sexual attraction, and lots of men can do to reduce sexual attraction, i.e. women know in the first 5 minutes she will sleep with you? Bro, y'all need Grammarly in this motherfucker. I'm trying to edit your shit while I'm reading it. Okay, so you saying, do you think there's nothing a guy can do to spark or encourage sexual attraction? I don't think you should go out of your way to try and convince a woman of anything.
Right.
Either she's feeling you or you not. So now to your last point where you say women know within the first 5 minutes whether she will sleep with you. That's true. See, here's the thing. And this is what guys still don't get. It don't take women long to come to the conclusion whether or not you are a guy they would potentially have sex with. It don't guarantee it's going to happen. But this is why, let me just say this. I'm going to put it like this. When you walk up on a woman and they reject you right away, she knows for a fact you can't get no pussy. That's why she's rejecting you so quick. Like, she knows there's nothing you can say or do. There's no amount of money you can spend. She like, I don't even want, like, bye. You know what I'm saying? So she knows instantaneously you can never get this, right?
Right.
So that being said, women do know within the first several seconds, first couple of minutes, they do know if you look like a guy or if you come across like the type of guy they would consider having sex with.
Right.
It's not engraved in stone. So because I know for a fact, if I'm talking to a woman for 5 or 10 minutes, I already know within those 5 or 10 minutes of me talking to her, I already know if she decided or not whether she views me sexually or not. I already know. So why would I offer her 2 or 3 or 4 dates when I already know she already decided?
Right.
It makes no fucking sense.
You see,
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, you good. You good.
You got it.
No, I was just gonna say that a lot. You could just tell a lot of these guys don't really have enough experience dealing with females. And this is what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the skill to actually get what you want as opposed to just getting what you want. Because they don't. The reason why I know you don't have a lot of experience with women is because you actually think that when you was talking with that girl, that you said something to increase her sexual attraction to you. You didn't notice or realize that however you were dressed, whatever mood she was in at the time, whatever was going on at that moment, when you said hello to her, she was already sexually attracted to you. Mm-hmm. That's what you don't know. And that's why I know y'all niggas don't understand game, because y'all really think y'all be listening to these fucking PUAs like there are 3 words that you can say that'll make any woman fall instantly in love with you. And if you want to know the 3 words, click the link below and watch this quick video to teach you the 3 words. But first, you understand what I'm saying? Y'all niggas really think that it's something that you can say to either raise or lower a woman's attraction to you. No, bro. No. It's everything about you as you was walking up to her. And I told you, every woman has a window. You understand? Like, for example, there's a lot of shit that y'all niggas don't even know. There's a couple of days out the month when a woman, because of her hormones and her ovulation, she's horny as all fuck. Like, she's super fucking horny. And then sometimes you could get lucky and catch a woman in one of those situations. You understand? And niggas don't even know about that shit, which is why you need to play the numbers game, and you should always be hollering at women. But anyway. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, niggas really think, oh, well, there's something I said that made her sexual interest increase. And then but there's something I said that made it go down. Like, nah, bruh. If she's interested in you, she's interested in you. Your job is to provide the opportunity to find out, which is why you need to approach, which is why you need to say what's up, which is why you need to do what you're supposed to do as a man and keep hunting. You understand what I'm saying? But ultimately, there's nothing that you could do, but because again, like I said, and Kay Zaga said it earlier too. If she's feeling you, you can do no wrong. If she's not feeling you, you can do no right. You understand? That's really what it is. The bottom line is you got to put yourself in position to see the women, to notice the women that are really feeling you. That's really what it is.
All right, Jay Roman, you there? You back on target? Can't hear you, fam. You on mute?
You on mute? But take him on mute.
This nigga having problem. Yeah, bro, you having some issues with that doo-doo wireless, bro. What's up, man? Okay, hold on real quick while he figure it out. I saw something. Let me get this homie right quick. So Dave G with the 5 told y'all even the cats that disagree with y'all are here to get the game secretly. Yeah,
of course.
They know deep down inside we fucking know what we're talking about.
Shout out to Mikey.
Yeah, shout out to Mikey. So King Sala says, why do y'all hate or don't believe what guys say because y'all say is the truth? I live what you guys spit. Why do you?
No, he said, why do they hate?
Oh, why? I said, I'm my bad. My dyslexic. Well, here it is. A lot of times when we talk the shit that we talk, it's contradictory to their truth. See, their truth is an alternate reality. Our truth is real life, what we actually experience.
Exactly.
Like what I tell guys all the time, don't believe nothing we say. Go outside. Go outside and look. Everything that you thought it ain't what you thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Not when it comes to these women. Go outside and look. That's why when guys say, oh, it's all about looks. Have you seen some of these bad chicks with some of these goofy looking niggas? and you can tell these niggas ain't got no money, so it ain't that. So go outside and look. And everything that guys say, oh, it's all about this. It's all about that. Now, for some women, they're going to be pickier than other women. And it might be all about that for them. But just generally speaking, even when it comes to attraction, the average guy is very fucking remedial. The average guy don't know shit, okay? Because if you were really out here dealing with women, like really dealing with women, and then you got partners that's dealing with women, not only do you got stories you telling them, but they got stories they telling you. So y'all lining this shit up like, yep. So now you see how shit really is, and it ain't what you thought it was. Okay, so when we tell you guys, when we talk, when me and Miles talk, when Miles does his videos, when L does his videos, when Miles and L do their shit collectively, or when we do the real game theory, no theory shit, we telling you guys what it really is, but guys don't want to listen.
Right. And one of the reasons why guys don't want to listen is because to understand what we understand, like I was saying before, it takes work. It takes going through the paces, you understand, approaching a lot of women, dealing with the rejections, dealing with the disrespectful women, dealing with the crazy situations. But that's what gets you to learn. That's what gets you to learn. And then once you get on the other side of the reality, once you learn all the things that we know, that's when you'll truly identify with what we say. That's why dudes like Salah can say, yo, I live what y'all talk about. That's why I believe what y'all saying, because Salah has been through it. True Savage, been through it. 50 Fitzwell, been through it. Like a lot of these dudes, they may not have the game perfect, but the reason why they fuck with us is because for a lot of niggas that listen to us, and shout out to these niggas, man. A lot of the niggas that really, really listen to us on a faithful level, is really is therapy for niggas. Mm-hmm. It's therapeutic because niggas could literally think back to a time in their life where they literally lived what the fuck we talk about. You understand? Like when we talk about, yo, man, that's why you got to tell a woman what to wear when she come into your crib. Niggas be thinking like, yeah, man, I remember that time I told Shorty to come through and wear them heels and shit. She showed up at my fucking doorstep looking crazy, man. I dragged her in the house, bent her over, and we went to town, bro. Like niggas is listening to what we saying and like, yo, that's why I fuck with these niggas. Because when they talk, I literally can think back in my memory banks. Shit, I could think back to yesterday. that I did exactly what Kay Zaggin said. I did exactly what Miles said. And I had that bitch over here like this, like, like, you understand what I'm saying? That's kind of fuck with us, bro.
You know what it's like? It's kind of like an NFL player or an NBA player who watches ESPN to watch sports. They're in the midst of doing it, but because they love it so much, they watch it because they love it so much. Like, yes. I remember when I dunked on that nigga last night. Now I'm seeing the top 10 dunks, so he's kind of reliving his own shit.
Exactly.
So when I watch you or Lucario or Steve, it's kind of like even though I'm doing my shit, I like watching niggas that understand. When I listen to y'all talk, it's kind of like me watching ESPN. I play sports. I'm a lover of sports. Being that I'm in the game and I love the game, I like to listen to niggas that talk about the game because I love this shit. Because this part of YouTube is littered with so much weak ass nigga shit and so much bitch ass shit. It's like I gotta listen to niggas that understand it, like I get it, like I understand.
Exactly. Yep. Real shit. But I don't know how long you want the show to go if these niggas ain't calling.
If y'all don't call up, man, we're about to go ahead and end this shit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, the questions was cool, but you know, niggas got shit they got to do. we try to make time for y'all, but it's got to matter though. You know, our time, like we tell you guys, even with women, our time is invaluable. With y'all niggas, it ain't no different.
Exactly.
Our time is invaluable. So if we're not gonna get anything out of it, then y'all not gonna get anything out of it. So it make no sense. So we're gonna give y'all about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If y'all don't start hitting these lines up, we out of here.
516-387-1224. 516-387-1224. All right, let's see what Jay Roman talking about.
You good, fam? You back?
Am I back on, or am I still delayed?
Yeah, no, you good. You good.
Okay,
I hear you.
Okay.
Good now.
Okay.
Good now.
I don't know what was going on, man.
Yeah, you
went on the line, checked the internet, everything.
Oh, shit. We got a call. All right, so we got a 267. You on live with Kay Zaggin, Jay Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. What's going on?
Yo, what's going on? It's Dave G, 35, Philly. What's happening?
All right, what's going on? Dave
What's up, Dave?
Philly, Pennsylvania. What's going on with you, homie? What's up?
We also appreciate your donation too, fam. Appreciate you.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So like just touching on the topic as far as men not liking themselves, I can identify with this because like I come from a place of growing up with a single mom, and like when you grow up with a single mom and it's just you and her, I was the only child, and it's just you and her. A lot of times, your mother, especially when you're young, probably like before the age of 12, 13, you grow up with your mom kind of coddling you in a way that she loves you in a way, or she tries to love you in a way and tries to convince you that the world should love you the way she loves you. You know what I mean? And that's not reality. A lot of single moms make the mistake, and I don't really want to rag on single moms. You know what I'm saying? Because like my mom was a good mom, but I wasn't raised with a father in the home. You know what I mean? I was raised. My dad was in my life on and off. You know what I mean? And after the age of 12, he wasn't in my life at all. So a lot of times you search for the same validation that your mom was giving you, up until you hit a certain age, till you hit about that 12, 13 adolescent mark. And then once you hit that certain age, you start to realize, because you're growing up, the world start looking at you a little different. And if you still seeking that same, validation that your mother was giving you, you know what I mean, from other women and just from society in general, that's where you start to get the real shit. Like, people don't really give a fuck about you. People will take advantage of you. People will bully you. People will do whatever. And that's when you really learn to stand up. If you ain't got no father in your life, that's when you really learn from the streets that you got to stand up for yourself, or you gonna get extorted for your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And the women gonna treat you the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm glad y'all came up with this topic. And for guys like me, hearing content from guys like y'all, and I had male mentors in my life growing up too, especially after the age, like in my teenage years and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But just growing up, it's a totally different thing when you're growing up under the leadership and authority of a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's totally different than growing up under the leadership and authority of a woman.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that, and a lot of the bumping heads that you go through with your mom comes from that, and then it transfers over into how you treat women and how women actually treat you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I had to say. I appreciate you guys taking my call. If y'all want to respond or whatever, like
I got you. Well, what happens is, see, and this is why 2-parent households are important, is because you get that perfect balance. All of us have feminine and masculine energy in us, but when you're with your mom, she's gonna keep you in your feminine energy because she's emotional. She's governed by her feelings and her emotions. So all you're gonna see is that. Now, even if you don't have a father in your home, if he pick you up every weekend or whatever, you can still get that masculine shit. Or if you don't have him, maybe you got uncles, maybe you got a grandfather, maybe you have a mentor, you're in sports, so you're around a strong masculine coach, or maybe you go to the Boys and Girls Club and you're around dudes, shit like that. So you can still get that masculine fix, right? The problem with a lot of guys is because their mothers are very emotional. When your mother is upset or she's mad at you, all you get is emotion. Okay, you get emotion and you get feelings. So when you react with other people, whether it be other men or women, you give exactly what you've been given from your mother. Okay, this is why men are important, because we can still have, everyone has feelings, right? But a man can teach you, hey son, before you react with your emotions and feelings, let's think about this logically. Let's be practical. Let's use some pragmatism in it. So a man brings that balance of structure to your life where you don't allow your emotions to control your actions.
Right.
When you listen to these dudes talk on YouTube, some of these YouTube content creators, they're full of emotion. Everything about them is emotion, because if they were logical, if they were really logical, they can take a step back and they can self-reflect and they can see why they might be having the problem that they're having. But because they're so emotional, they just respect and respond. He said, go ahead. Go ahead.
I said they can properly assess their situation. Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. But when you're just emotional, like I'll give you a prime example. Do you think when women file for divorce 100% of the time that they really want to be divorced?
Right. Nah.
No. I'm gonna tell you what some women do, because
it's based on their feelings.
But I'm gonna tell you what women do, and this is crazy because most men would never do this. This is how you know women are so governed by their feelings and emotions. They do shit that don't make no sense. So you will have a woman file for divorce, right? Now it costs to file for divorce in Texas is $2,500 down automatically. So you will have a woman pay a lawyer $2,000, $2,500, $3,000 to file for divorce, and then when you agree to the divorce, you'll get mad. I didn't want a divorce. I just wanted to get your attention. Bitch, you paid $3,000 to get my attention? This is what chicks do. A lot of times when women file for divorce, it's not that they want a divorce. It's really an ultimatum. It's a last-ditch effort to get you to pay attention to their needs and wants.
Right.
Most men would never do that. Like, I'm not gonna, because if a nigga hire a lawyer, nigga, I'm done. Like, I'm really done. Like, I thought about this shit before I paid this money. Like, there's nothing you can say we're done.
Right.
Women would do this shit and still want you. And it's like, why would you pay all that money then? This is how kooky women are. So,
men make decisions like that with a sturdy reason to stand on for making that decision, and women will do it based off emotion. I get what you're saying.
For feelings and emotions. Like there was a quote today. There was a quote, and I might misquote it. And I saw it on Facebook. It says, "Men will sacrifice for their family. Women will sacrifice their family for their feelings." You know what I'm saying? And that's some truth to that. There's some validity to that. So because they're so emotional and they haven't worked through being able to deal with their emotions, and the reason why is because they don't think about shit logically. Before I do this thing, what's the pros and cons of this decision that I'm making? A lot of guys, they think like women. They don't think about the pros and cons of the decision. They just make the fucking decision based on their fucking feelings.
Right.
Real quick, LeBron with the 10. Hold on, let me get this other person here. To Sean Brown with the $9.99. Donate to the game, fellas. All right, y'all got it now.
All right.
Hey, I got a question for the caller.
Yeah.
How old are you right now?
What's up? 35 years old.
Okay, at what age did you decide to look inside yourself and say, I need to do the work? I know what my mom taught me, but I need to lead like a man when it comes to relationships?
Yeah, probably like my latter 20s, probably like 26, 27.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like late. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You hear me?
I'm just asking that question because I don't think people really understand that at some point there's things that we all naturally don't like about ourselves that we need to fix. And I
Yeah.
think when they see this title, they think automatically a negative thing. What do you mean I don't like something about myself and I'm only doing it for her? But the thing is, if you're really learning and growing in life, you
Mhm.
got at some point say, you know what? Even though mom's taught me this way, and you know, big ups to moms, but I need to stand as a man and change things about myself.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, no doubt. And like, see too, also too, like a lot of, dudes too, or a lot of, older men in my life too, they teach you to, put the woman on the pedestal. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times men will teach younger guys that shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I was able to think for myself and be astute enough with my life, whereas though I never got nobody pregnant. I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no woman do no crazy shit to me. And I've been in and out of short-term and long-term relationships with women. You know what I mean? I got plenty of experiences with women,
Right.
but I ain't never had no woman do no crazy shit to me. I ain't never had, you know what I mean, shit like that where a woman called the cops on me or whatever. I ain't never moved in with no woman. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. So I had the presence of mind to avoid a lot of the shit that a lot of my homies and a lot of people I grew up with ended up falling victim to, but because of their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? So, I wasn't all the, I wasn't all the way, deep in, you know what I'm saying, a fuck shit way of thinking. But I knew, I'm like, I you know what I'm saying, I really got to take more control of my life and take better control of my life and be able to lead myself.
Mhm.
That's why I like when I first heard you guys, especially you, Lucario, and Stevie Dean, when y'all talked about the game being about yourself. Like I never heard that shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like when it came to the term game, I always thought about it as a gimmicky way of getting women. I never thought about it as it's about yourself and it's about a strategy of how you're going to move about in life.
Wow.
Like y'all introduced that shit to me. So
Wow.
like, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
man.
know, the fucked up part about it, caller, is we all talk about that in one way or another, but guys will still make videos talking about game is bullshit, it's all about manipulation.
Yeah.
And they'll mention Lucario's name, they'll mention Miles' name, they'll mention Real Game No Theory. And I'm like, y'all hear us telling y'all it's not about manipulation. Y'all will hear us tell y'all we condemn you lying motherfuckers. Y'all will hear us say that, and guys still want to make up lies and shit. But you got it though, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, and like when I hear like the other YouTubers or you know what I mean, even the other callers talk about game that way, like I know where they coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what they saying, and it's like it's just it's the wrong way to think about game when it comes to game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about manhood, y'all talking about life. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. So like when I hear the other callers talk like that, I'm like, I know what he's talking about, man. He just still don't get it.
You don't get
you know
it
what I
yet.
mean? But he keep calling up here, so he's trying to get it.
He's trying to get it. Exactly. That's why we here, bro. That's why we continue to do this shit. And we here for the dudes that's trying to get it, man. That's why I'm like, if for guys in the chat and guys that call in, like let's try to be genuine. Like if you really trying to learn something from us, then let's get it, man. But what fucks me up is when niggas just be trying to find contradictions and trying to prove shit wrong and trying to discredit niggas. And it's like, man, can we have a conversation for real? Or you just want to try to find problems with niggas? And if you really trying to find problems, then why listen to niggas? Like so many other things on YouTube you could be watching, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So leave niggas alone. But we appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm gonna get to the next call, man. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. Make sure you check us out tomorrow on the Real Game No Theory panel, 12 noon Eastern time, bro. All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm in there. Good looking out. Thanks for taking my call, man.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
be easy.
All right. Dave G in the building. All right.
All right,
What's up,
peace to
fam?
you, bro. Peace, man. We got a 678. You on live with K Zaggin, J Roman, and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. Name, age, and city, and did you donate?
I'm sorry, I ain't donating, but I'm sorry, y'all. But respect to y'all. What's up, Miles, K Zaggin, and respect to y'all on the panel, all the great men on the panel. But I ain't donate, so.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We'll take your question, though. We'll take your question. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna just get straight to it. Get straight to the truth. I created a fucked up situation where my baby mom's had the ability to put a TPO against me and my daughter. And
I'm sorry. Wait. Hold on. Please explain what a TPO is. Is that what I heard you say? TPO? What is that?
It's a protective order, restraining order.
The restraining order before the restraining order. So it's basically
what did you do?
You can go to a courtroom and just say, well, so I have court on the 26th and it's going to get dismissed. I already have lawyers, but I was hoping, what I did was my daughter wanted to stay with me. She didn't want to go back when I was dropping her off at the house from taking her back to the park. And she says that she wanted to stay and she didn't want to go. And I said, it's fine. I can keep her. I work remote. I've been watching her the other day. It's cool. No problem. And it went bad from there. I didn't start yelling or anything like that. I just wanted to see a logical reason as to why she didn't want my kid. But I already know why, because she was probably upset or hurt. But regardless of the fact, I was just calling to see if y'all could give me some.
Okay. Stop right there. Okay, listen. Okay, so how old is your daughter?
She's 3 now. She just turned 3 in October.
Okay. And how long have you and the woman been broken up or apart?
So,
damn, my nigga, you sound mad stressed about this shit. What's up with you?
I'd say from like huh?
No, I mean, go ahead. How long y'all been apart?
We've been apart since the moment she put that TPO on me. But as an official relationship, we just been co-parenting for about a year because we live in such close proximity, like down the street from each other. So we just been co-parenting like for about a year. So we officially.
Okay. Let me rephrase the question. How long has it been since y'all been in a relationship?
For like a year.
Okay, and when did she do the TPO, temporary restraining order? When did she put it on you?
She did it in September on the 2nd. No, she did it a week after the 2nd. So around the 17th or the 29th of September.
All right. Now I'm assuming you have standardized visitation first, third, fifth weekend of every month.
I don't have a legitimized. I'm actually working on that now. It's actually in the court. That's actually in the process in the court itself.
Okay. No, stop. So, okay, so hold on. So are you on child support right now?
No, I'm not on child support.
Okay, so what that means is the court has yet to intervene. So as far as the court is concerned, you and her have joint custody because there is no order saying that she has full conservatorship and you are in the second where she's the custodial parent, you are the non-custodial. So you have no paperwork at all relating to any type of visitation, child visitation, right?
No paperwork, only the ones that my lawyer had.
Okay, cool. You're good. You're good then. You're good because that means you didn't violate nothing.
Well, sometimes on the order, the woman will put their name and they will also put the child's name on there. So is there any restrictions with the child?
Yeah, she put my child's name, so I can't be within 500 yards, and I can't
right
or anything. So I have no idea what's going on with my child or nothing. But I was just calling to see if I could get some type of strategy to navigate the courtroom for the judge. I already did my research on the judge. He's a family man, so he's a believer in God. So that could help to my benefit too. But I was just calling to see if there's like some type of strategy that I could help navigate the courtroom in a way.
I still don't understand what went wrong. Like, what made her take the restraining order out on you, or the order for the restraining order?
Yeah, did you refuse to bring her back at a specified time that you agreed to? Is that what happened?
This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened.
Thank you. Do that.
The day of, I was with my kid at the park, and I called her to bring her back home, let her know this is a routine that has already been long established. Okay, so when I get to the house to drop off my kid didn't want to go. She wanted to stay with me. So she kept trying to. It was so to the point where she literally like would not let go of me. So I was like, it's cool. I was trying to explain to her that it's cool and it's fine and that I can watch her because I work remote and I can work and take care of my kid at the same time. There's no problem. I've been doing that. So I can get deep into it, or I can just give you the truth and sum it up. But the truth, I'm just going to tell
the truth, nigga. I want the truth.
Well, of course. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, let's get into it. So she wanted to stay with me. I was telling her that, it's cool. She can stay with me. It's fine. And I asked Lydia, yeah, you want to stay with me? Okay, cool. She said, yeah, let's stay with me. And then she kept saying no because I got to go to work and I have to be up at 4 a.m. And I said, that's fine. Solution to that is, okay, she just stay the night with me. That's the logical thing to do. You just stay the night with me while you get up, and I will have her in the morning, and it's fine. I feed her myself and take care of her. She wasn't going for that. She didn't want to do that. She said, I don't know her, and I don't do the same things that I do.
Wait. Back up. Do you have a woman living with you?
No, I don't have no woman.
Wait. So when you said I don't know her, what did you mean when you said I don't know her?
No. That's what my baby moms was saying to me in regards to my kid. She was trying to say that I don't know my kid enough.
That you don't know her.
I can't. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. So when it's a daughter, right? A daughter?
Yes.
Okay. Did you put her on a phone with her mother so her mother can say, I want to stay with my daddy? Did you put her on the phone and let her talk to her mom?
No, this was happening literally right there at the door as he's about to hand her my kid.
Wait. You said at the door?
At the door?
So she showed up to get the baby and you wouldn't let her get the baby?
No, I showed up to bring the baby back to her.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, all right. So you showed up at her house to deliver her child back to her.
And then
I want to stay to you, so you just took the child and said, "I'm leaving."
Wait, hold on, Zach. Let this motherfucker explain, because this is the same fucking reason why your life is in shambles, because you can't even express a clear idea, homie. Now listen. You're because we don't know where you're at. We don't know who's talking. We thought you was on the phone with the chick. What's really going on, bro? If you was explaining this shit in court, would you be explaining it just like this? Because if I'm the judge, already I'm shutting you down. I swear to God. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but if you can't express a clear fucking idea, you call this up so you can get help from us. And you're explaining this situation real fucked up, bro. And I swear to God, if I was a judge, I would tell you, all right, sir, stop talking. Fucking judgment for the bitch. You stay away from the kid because you can't even express yourself. That's what I would tell you, homie.
So tell us exactly what the fuck happened.
Again, I said,
tell us what happened, bro.
This is what I said. I'm gonna tell you exactly. This is what. You let me explain what exactly happened for the reason why I'm calling. What exactly happened was that I was at the park 10 minutes before playing with my kid.
Okay.
As I'm driving home, I called her to let her know that I'm on the way to bring her back. Okay. When I got back to the apartment to hand her my child did not want to leave. She wanted to stay with me. My baby moms did not like that. So it went from her saying, because she wanted to stay with me, she didn't like that. And I was saying, it's fine, I can keep her and she can stay with me. That is what happened. And then she said, it was a whole argument.
All right, wait, stop. Just stop. Hold on. Now, Where are you? Where's your baby moms? And where is the kid? In this moment, where's the kid? Where are you? Where's the baby moms?
At this moment, I would assume my kid is with my baby moms. I have no idea where my kid is, to be
No,
honest.
no. He's talking about in the course of your story here.
God, bro, we trying
Just listen up. In the course of your story here.
In the court, I told you this. You were explaining your story. I told you to stop. I told you to stop, and I'm asking right here at this moment in the story where you're talking about the girl the woman. The baby says she want to stay with you. Your girl don't like that, blah, blah, blah. Where are you standing? Where is your baby mama standing? And where is the child in this part of the story?
All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm standing in front of the door. I'm literally holding my child. My baby mom's is inside of the apartment at the door with the door wide open.
Oh, now the baby is saying she wants to stay with you while she's in your arms.
Yes.
Okay, now continue with the story.
Okay. So while she said she wanted to stay with me while she was in my arms. My baby moms was basically saying no, that I basically can't handle it, and she don't trust me, and that I don't know that she would have to get up, that the baby would wake up in the middle of the night and basically say that she has to get up at 4 a.m. And I said, that's fine. I can stay up with her and put her back to sleep. And the reason why that she had to get up at 4 a.m. is because she called me, wanted to spend the night at my house before I dropped her off. And I basically said, I don't know, not tonight. I'll think about it. I didn't just straight up tell her no. I said, I'll think about it. And
okay. Stop right there. So when she told you, no, I don't want you to keep our daughter, what did you do after that?
So I said, it's fine. When she said,
no, not what you said. What did you do? Okay, call. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not asking what you said. What action did you take? What did you do?
Well, I was just holding on to my kid.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to take her because my kid wasn't trying to go or anything like that.
Okay, so okay, all right. So let me ask you another question. Did the child ever leave with you?
Like, did she willingly leave?
Call. Listen to what I'm saying. It's just important that you listen to what I'm saying. When you were at the door and the baby wanted to stay with you, did you ever leave with the baby, or did you leave the baby there?
I left her there. What do you mean she wanted to stay with you? Like,
okay, caller. Please listen. You said you were at the door trying to hand the baby off to her mother. The mother did not want you guys' daughter to stay with you. Did you leave with or without the child after that?
I left without her.
Okay, so why would she put a temporary restraining order on you then? That don't make no sense. What did you do? Did you slap her? Did you curse her out? What did you do?
I didn't curse her out. In fact, I can send you video proof of what happened to your email, so you can take a look and you can see everything that happened.
Okay, cool. Did you?
Who was videotaping it?
I was videotaping it because I didn't know what else to do.
Okay. Did you argue with her at all?
Here we go.
Did you argue with her?
I kept my whole entire. No, I did not argue.
Okay. All right.
Not in that moment. No.
Okay. Let me stop right there. You said your child is 3. Were you in her life the whole 3 years?
Since she was born, I was there in the hospital.
Did you get a paternity? Did you get a paternity test, young man?
No.
That's the first thing you need to do. First of all, that's the first fucking thing you need to do. Once again, guys, paternity tests are mandatory in all situations. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, let me ask you a question. Why do you think she put the restraining order out on you?
Because I gave her the goddamn power to be able to do that, so she can use that against me and my kid. I created this situation because I ain't listened to my goddamn gut instinct the moment I met the bitch. I didn't trust myself. I knew something was off about her, but I just wanted to fuck. And I created a situation 4 years later to where my child is suffering.
Okay.
Y'all see what happens? Y'all see what happens? Y'all see what happens? And real quick.
Glad you said it and I ain't have to say it.
Real quick, caller, to Miles's point, let me tell you what you need to do. And you need to be able to do this before the court comes down, because let me tell you the problem you're going to have in court. You need, and you should have did this. I wish you would have called in before this happened. Because I would have told you, go to Walgreens, go to CVS, or go to Walmart. There is a paternity test that you can buy for about $30. You could have swabbed the kid, swabbed you. It would have cost you about $100 to send it off and have it tested. You would not have needed the mother's input or permission. You could have swabbed the kid, swabbed yourself. Ask me how I know, nigga. And sent the shit off and made sure I did it twice. Ask me how I know. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, I'm swabbing little motherfucker. Open your mouth. I'm swabbing motherfucker and sending the shit off.
Man, I'm wondering if you can you do the diaper? Can you do it from the baby's poop?
As far as I know, you can do it from the mouth. The mouth
oh, you can do it from the mouth.
It's so easy to do it.
Yeah, and send it off. And the mother don't even, you ain't got to ask the mother.
But
you ain't got to have that argument.
Hey, man, caller.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm having a hard time because, I've dealt a lot with the courts. I know what this is all about. I'm having a hard time understanding. You were already videotaping, so have you had any other harsh dealings with her?
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So basically, the situation has been boiling over, right? Because if you're rolling up already videotaping, you want evidence of your interaction.
Correct. Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Okay. So, number one, the first thing you did good was get a lawyer. I hope you got a good one. Number two, what I'm going to tell you is, from this point on, you need to write down everything you do for the child. I don't care if it's buy a piece of gum to picking her up from school or whatever. You're going to start writing a journal or diary of every interaction you have with her and the child.
Okay.
All right. Inside the courtroom, I'm sorry, man. It's your word against hers on what happened. She's going to bring up all sorts of different stuff you do. If you smoke weed, she's bringing it up. If you do drugs, she's bringing it up. If you got a girlfriend that's in the house or somebody she don't trust, she's bringing it up. If she don't like your mama and your mama something, she's bringing it up. She's going to bring up everything to prove the unsafety of the child being with you.
Yep. If you've ever been drunk around that child or been drinking, she's going to bring that up. All of that, she's going to bring everything up.
Your job is to remain calm inside the courtroom, answer the questions, and this is to Miles' point. Clear and concise. Answer the questions. Non-emotional, but what is asked of you. You got a long road ahead of you, but you keep continuing to write this stuff down and make sure you stay calm in these situations. Videotape if you got to. But just like you said, we have to live in the mistakes that we have made. This is not mistakes because a child, I'm sorry, I don't want to call your child a mistake. We have to live with the life things we go through in our lives. If the mistakes we make in our lives.
Mm-hmm. If it's a child.
And to go from there.
Yeah.
Let me say this, caller.
Get that DNA though. Get that DNA.
Yeah, get that ASAP because caller, because this is what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen to you. If the courts get involved and you decide to get the DNA with the courts, they're gonna charge you all the court fees, which could be in the hundreds of dollars, if not in the thousands. They're gonna charge you for the DNA test. They're gonna charge you for everything. So you need, and I'm gonna tell you this is gonna be hard. Even though your child is 3, I'm sure you're very connected to the child. I'm sure you love her to death. You have to be prepared for the possibility what if she ain't yours? You have to be, because when I was swapping my little motherfuckers, I was prepared for that. Like, damn. Because one of my daughters was 3, same age as yours when I was swapping her. Like, there's some foul shit going on here. I gotta check. But I think you should have did. Now, if you and a woman, if y'all would have been on very good terms and y'all had an amicable situation and y'all never had no drama and y'all could have worked that shit out between you and her, that even then you should have got a swap.
Hey, call. Sorry.
No, let me just say this. But once you had issues, you should have immediately got her swabbed and put yourself on child support, so that way you can have the protection of the courts, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to visitation.
Caller, does your baby moms have other kids?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
Hey, strap in for the roller coaster, man.
Hey, listen, man. Hopefully you learn something from this. Hopefully you don't give the gift of raw dick to a bitch who don't deserve it ever again in your fucking life. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas literally let pussy be more important than your whole life, and this is where you end up. You understand me? This is where you end up. Okay? I just want niggas to notice this. Go ahead, Jay.
And I'm gonna say this, and this is so important. Be a man in every situation. You guys aren't together. Your daughter was sitting there saying this. You know this conversation is going to go bad with her mom. You know it's going to lead to something. You have to look at everything and all the angles. You know what, baby? I would love for you to come and hang, but you know what? Right now, we got some things to work out with your mom. Stay with your mom tonight. Call me at 4:00. I'll talk to you for an hour back to sleep. Be a man in every situation. Look at it. You know, everybody is one-dimensional playing these checkers, man. The life is chess. You got to start looking moves ahead and learning from it. So, you know, if you're videotaping, you know what type of situation you're in. You know how volatile it's going to be. You know what it may lead up to. And the thing is, she just did it first.
Exactly.
So my thing is, like, you know, okay, I got a roller coaster ahead of me. Strap in. Be a man, understand what's going on, get your lawyer. Don't let her upset you too much, because you know if you put your hands on her, you know if you stalk her, because cats, you know, are upset. You know, you get upset at the dude she got in her life.
Right.
Your thing is, let me look out for the safety of my child, but be honest. Don't have the ego in it. Safety of child, not ego of self. Okay, and then go from there. Like, go ahead, Mouse.
Caller, I just want to say this real quick too. Before you got there and your child started saying she wanted to stay with you, what was the agreement that you made with your baby moms?
The agreement is that I would have her damn near every day. At work. Come on, Zach. So I would have her.
Hold on, caller. I didn't hear you. Caller, I didn't hear you. Can you say that again, please?
So the agreement was that I would be having her pretty much all the time, 6-7 days out the week, because she would work so much and I work.
No. You fucking guys, bro. If the agreement was for you to have her pretty much all the time, why the fuck would you be taking it to your girl's house? What was the agreement for you going to your girl's house that day, bro?
Pick up and drop off times was around 7:45 to 8.
So the agreement was for you to drop off the child right then and there that day. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. No. Nothing. No. I don't care about nothing else. If the agreement was for you to drop off the child that day at that time, if you had just kept a straight fucking face, dropped off the child, you probably wouldn't be calling us right now. You see, this is what I tell you motherfuckers about consistency.
That's true.
This is what I tell you about consistency. There's no thing. There's no but.
It was not
No, bro. No. All the excuses and the reasons that you're trying to tell yourself is the reason why you're in the situation now. Because you're trying to use the fucking the desires and the affections of a 3-year-old to try to prove some point to your baby moms why the baby should stay with you, and then y'all got into a back and forth. Now you have a fucking restraining order situation, bro.
That's not true. I wasn't trying to use the affections of my child to prove something to my baby mom.
Nigga. So why was you at her house? Obviously the understanding, bro. Exactly. So all you needed to do,
drop her off.
Hey, baby girl, I'm dropping off the baby girl. Have a nice day. Peace.
And then, caller, once you leave, you can text the baby mom and be like, "Hey, can she stay with me next weekend? Because she wants to stay the night with me. Can I keep her next weekend?" See, when you have volatile situations, caller, limit your interactions to text messages if you can. So there's record of you guys having dialogue.
Yes.
Don't talk on the phone.
Nigga.
Do not talk on the phone. Put everything in a text message, and if you do it face to face, record it, because you want proof that you're not doing. Let me just say this. Let me tell you where you fucked up at. See, when you were recording, you wasn't prepared to use it. You were just recording for the sake of recording. Once you started recording, she felt threatened.
Yes.
And that's why she made that move to put you on paper.
Hold on, was that the first time you decided to record?
No.
So this thing's been volatile for a while. I could tell. You rolling up recording. My thing is, number one, if you guys split up, I know a lot of dudes be afraid of going to the court and getting on that child support. It will save you so much, because right now we're in a situation where it's up in the air. It's in somebody else's hands. Right. It's in somebody else's hands because it was allowed to be so. My thing is, from this point on, we can cry over the spilled milk. You first started this conversation saying, I did this, and and then we're kind of we're starting to lead into a lot of excuses. My thing is, stick with, these are the mistakes I did. Now, how can I be a man in the rest of this situation?
Yep.
You don't need to argue with her if you got a custody plan, if you got an agreement. You don't need to argue with her about that. If that's set on paper.
Keep it like it is.
Let the 3-year-old baby stay with me because the 3-year-old is saying that she wants to stay with me. Why not? Come on, let her stay with me. What the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Let me get caller.
I don't know, Miles. I wasn't thinking. I just.
No, you were being emotional, like we talked about earlier. About you want to be illogical.
Especially if you get most of the time, and then you want her to stay the night. She's feeling threatened. Like, hold on,
nigga. And you know when you really wasn't thinking? Again, when you put your raw dick in a bitch that don't fucking respect you, nigga. You see, this is why I fucking get mad. But you know I'm so mad, bro, because this nigga's on a fucking phone, fucking talking about how ruined his life is because of some dumb mistake. This is why I tell y'all niggas to fucking believe in yourself. Love yourself first. Pussy is not more important than you. This is what happens when you make pussy more important than you. You ruin your fucking life.
Caller, and you admitted that you shouldn't have did it. Caller, let me explain what's going to happen to you. Okay, and you're not going to like what I have to say. This is what's going to happen. When y'all go to court, because you will go to court, when it comes to the matter of child custody and child support, they're going to ask her what she wants to do. They're not going to ask you. So these are the options they're going to give her. Ma'am, if you don't want the courts to be involved, we'll let you and him work it out. She's going to say no. Then they're going to say, oh, we'll do standardized visitation, which is the first, third, and fifth weekend of the month. And then they're going to give her this choice that you're not going to like. They're going to give her supervised visitation, meaning you can only see the kid when somebody's watching you with the kid. You know she can do that, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? And because she got you on paper, now she got ammo to say, I can't trust him with my kid. I need to watch him.
Y'all niggas, bro.
Or call, I'm going to tell you what's really fucked up. Either you got to meet her in a public place and she got to be there with you, or they're going to have the courts intervene where you meet the woman at a particular location where you are around authorities and you're in this room with a bunch of people that don't know you with your child, playing with your child. And guess what? It costs money to have those people there. Guess who they're going to make pay for that? You.
Do you really have a lawyer, caller?
Ooh, if that's the case, then so be it. Because I'm about whatever it takes to stay in my kid's life. I don't give a fuck.
Nigga.
Yeah,
do you really have a lawyer?
I have a lawyer. She don't want to. So let me tell y'all something. We actually had a court hearing about this, but they wanted the next court that I have is the final hearing of the extension of it. You see, they wanted to do it.
Oh, that means he's already on the TRO, man.
They
What
already
do you mean
went.
the extension on it? Extension means that it's already been there. So there's some part of this story that you're really not telling, man. I know the courts. I know the courts, man. To have it extended means that there was already a TRO on somebody, and to have that extended is to say to continue it.
Let me.
Did
That-
you threaten her? Did you threaten her? Did you threaten her physically? Did you threaten her with physical harm?
Huh?
Did you threaten her with physical harm?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, but that don't matter.
Absolutely not.
K-Zag, and that question that you asking is just he said, she said, because she can say whatever the fuck you want. But J. Roman, you was trying to make a point though. You was trying to make a point about some extension shit. Say what you were saying again.
When he talks about extending another court date to extend the TRO, there's either two things. The temporary TRO lasts for so long, if they don't have the court date, they have to go back to extend it before new information or whatever comes to light. But if he already has one on him, they have a court date to extend it to go further. Most TROs are going to last about 3 years and go from there. Since you only been out the relationship for a year, right? So the temporary one is lasting until whatever the court date is, right?
Right, which is next week.
Next week.
So
when is your real court date?
Also lasts 30 days. Huh?
When is your real court date?
My real court date was on September 29th, but we had that court date, and they wanted to push for a permanent, but the judge is like, "No, y'all gonna talk this out." And basically, my lawyer's like, "I think you should get an extension so we and get this dismissed." So that's what I was saying about that.
Well, that's not getting dismissed.
For now.
What was the original reason why she put the TO, bro? Because dropping off the kid, and that is getting to the point now that there was something done a little, because now we're talking about extending it, improving something. What did she claim? What did she claim she needed protection from?
Exactly.
All right, I'm gonna tell you exactly what she claimed she needed protection from. On the TPO, on the paper, she claimed that I sent 66 messages and I called her over 100 times. And like you guys said, she straight up lied and manipulated some other things from the past to get the TPO. But the proof, she had to get the TPO, she would have to have proof. So the proof of the matter that she gave to the judge was that I called her 100 times and sent her over 66 messages, figuring out where my kid is so I can get to my kid.
Now, is there more evidence needed, and that's why it was extended?
No. That's not why more evidence. It wasn't. It was extended because it was the agreement that our lawyers came to.
Okay. Caller. Let me ask you a question. When you were sending these messages to her, were you cursing her out, calling her any names at all? Be honest.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, harassment. Now it's harassment. It's harassment. That's why.
How many messages did you actually say, homie?
I don't know, like 60 messages.
Wow. Listen, caller. You need to look, you're going to the fucking electric chair, bro. Face your fucking fate and leave it the fuck alone.
See, I knew there was something deeper. It just didn't.
We're done. And that's the bullshit. And that's the bullshit that you ain't want to fucking tell us.
Caller. She got you for harassment. Caller, listen, caller. I'm not trying to discourage you, because even if you get a lawyer, because of the situation that exists, he can't really help you.
What state are you in? What state are you in, real quick? What state are you in?
I'm in Georgia.
Georgia. Y'all know anything about statutes in Georgia? Because I don't
know the statutes of Georgia. But I deal with the courts a lot, and I will tell you right now that your best bet is to take your lawyer's advice. I'm quite sure he told you not to contact her or to contact her through certain means. Make sure you start focusing on yourself. Put your daughter's safety first, and that don't mean if something happens, you're running to rescue her. That means that you're going to follow the rules and keep going along that path. Like, there's a lot of growth that needs to happen here, man. 60 messages over somebody that you've broken up with, you're videotaping. Like, there's just a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm quite sure you're not even telling it all. I can tell that
You're cursing her out in the
I'm telling
fucking
you
messges.
everything,
So
man.
my thing is, yeah, but the way you say things is different than saying something. Like, everybody knows I can tell you to do something, but the way I say it matters. The way I send that message. How many messages did I send? And what time period? Was I calling at late at night? Was it at work? Like, there's a lot of factors that come into play on harassing somebody for something.
Yo, what man sends anyone, much less a female, 60 fucking messages, even if it is about your fucking kid, homie? What man?
Yeah, you got and caller.
Caller, please, bruh. Hey, yo.
You're not listening because you're getting emotional, and I can only imagine what your text look like.
Listen, please. I need you to hear me. I need you to fucking hear me, nigga. I need you to hear me. This is not about judging you. This is not about making you feel bad. I know you in a fucked up space and you feeling a lot of fucking pain right now, but I need you to pay attention to the lesson that the pain is representing, homie. Don't get in your fucking feelings and lose the lesson. That's what I need from you right now. This is what I'm telling you. That's why I asked the question, what man? This right here that you're going through right now is teaching you about manhood, nigga. It's teaching you about restraint. It's teaching you about how to fucking move. Now you need to fucking pay attention and don't get in your goddamn feelings. Don't look at Miles Cunningham and try to blame me for any pain that you're feeling now. All the pain that you are feeling right now is based on the decisions that you have made. Please make that clear in your mind, okay? So when you hear me say some shit, understand is that I'm trying to help you to see the lesson, homie. I'm not judging you, and I'm not here to make you feel any worse than you already feel. But it's up to you on how you move forward in this goddamn situation. Don't blame me for nothing, nigga.
Let me say this. Caller, listen real quick. You will get through this, but it's gonna be tough for a little while. Okay, it's gonna be tough because right now you gave the mother of your child all the ammunition she needs to put you on supervised visitation.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, she got it. She wanted to do so, but this is what you should not do. You should not reach out to her and be like, hey, don't reach out to her no more. You'll see your daughter when is your court date scheduled for?
The 29th.
29th of this month, right? 10 days? Okay. Yeah. So expect not to see your daughter for 10 days. Don't reach out to her asking to see her. Just let it ride. Look, let me ask you a question. Do you have any drug or alcohol issues?
No.
Do you smoke weed? You don't do none of that?
Weed here and there, but I don't.
Okay, stop right now. Don't smoke no more.
Don't smoke weed no more. Fucking more, nigga. Real talk.
See, this is what I was talking about.
If you was to have a piss test right now, would you pass, nigga?
No, I would fail.
Okay, see, God damn it. See, caller. She's gonna use everything. Jay Roman, didn't you just tell this nigga? She's gonna use all of that against you. Bro, don't smoke weed no more.
Yeah, she's gonna use it all against you. And the fact that you don't understand that your emotional text is showing a light of rationality. That's the thing. Is this a rational person? How does he talk on the text? Is he talking like that around the child? Like, all that's going to be coming up to play. And like Mal said, you're in a tough spot. We all get it. You ain't the first man to go through this. That's the thing that be killing me is like everybody want to act like you're not the first man to go through it, and you ain't gonna be the last man.
You won't be the last.
But to get through it, ain't no way, nothing. There's nothing else to do but to go through it, bro. All right, you get to working so you can keep that lawyer, get that money up. You stay focused. You don't send them more texts. You follow whatever rules they got because you got you have to use game in this situation, and this is why they Miles get so upset and Zag and all this, because I'm new to coming and talking about it. But to me, game has always been like the force, and people want to think it's the force. No, game. The force is manhood. Game is the communication of manhood. So my thing is, you have to be a man in this situation and understand I got a road ahead of me, Ain't time to be emotional about this or that and anything like that. But you got to stick to it and do what you got to do. You got to cut that weed out. You got to make sure that anything unsafe around you got to do it, bro. You know what you need to do. Just do it.
Let me say this for anybody listening. I want anyone, even if you're married and you got kids, if something happens and you and your wife are getting a divorce, anything she can use against you to strengthen her position, she gonna use it. If you ever got drunk around her, if you got a DUI, whatever it is, they're gonna use it. And you can be looking at the shit like, why would you do this to me? Because women are about self-preservation. They want to make sure they are on top of the situation. And not only that, but there are going to be people in her life that are going to give her, hey, girl, use this against them. Use that against them. Because she wants to be in a position of authority and power over you. Because here's the thing, and this might be true, caller, she might not like the fact that your daughter is real close to you. She might feel threatened by the closeness of the possibility of you guys' daughter being a daddy's girl. So to prevent that from happening, she going to cut you off at the knees. I need you to understand that. So don't smoke weed no more. If I was you, I would find something to clean your system out. Because when you go to court, you have no clue what she's going to bring up and talk and say about you.
No, you're right. You're right.
And for anybody else,
excuse me.
For anybody else listening, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Anybody else listening? Y'all better be sure that the chick you dealing with is the right chick, because a chick could love you today and be just a demon bitch tomorrow when it comes to your kids and shit, because she wants to get custody of the kids and she don't want you to have custody. And it's not necessarily because she wants custody, it's she just don't want you to have it. You know what I'm saying? So understand, and I'm not saying that that's all women. I'm just saying that when a woman feels scorned, because it could be she's upset. Who the fuck called me? It could be upset because she mad because y'all ain't together. And you made her a baby mama. She could be mad about that. So, and this could be the impetus of why you even have the issue that you have, because you didn't choose her to be a wife. You didn't choose her to be in a situation where y'all could be a family. And she feels some type of way.
Right. Yo, call up, man. I hope you learned something today, man. I hope you make it through your situation, man. Good luck to you. I'm gonna let you go and take the next call. All right, bro?
All right, man. Thanks for the lesson.
All right, man. Take it easy. This is exactly why I get so fucking passionate, bro, because certain mistakes, certain rules of the game, once you break them, there's no coming back. There's no fucking coming back.
See, my issue with this, Miles, is you have goofy niggas that say it's that bad, just get your passport. That's not gonna solve the problem of this type of mistake. Because you can go overseas and make the same mistake, but now you're in a foreign country where the system is completely different and you're really fucked. So
I was looking at the comments.
Yes, game is needed.
I looked at the comments in the beginning. Oh, I could understand what he's saying. No. Yeah, you understand, and we can understand what he's saying, but because it wasn't the total truth, I didn't understand what he was saying.
Exactly.
We didn't understand what he was saying.
Exactly.
Look at it in a broader sense. Like, so yeah, we understood the actions he did, but he wasn't really saying anything because it wasn't the full truth of the matter. Exactly. And then when that came out, it's a bigger light. Now I can see what he was going through and what he was talking about. Right. So I think, when Miles is going off on people, little comment, oh, you guys just didn't understand. I understood. No. You understood the basics of it.
Right.
We looking for the mental of it. We looking for the why and the reasoning and stuff, to really go there. And it really shows that, look, you got to be a manhood in every situation. And that's where, this title is so, because you guys missed the point of manhood. It ain't always about these chicks.
Exactly.
If you put it about these chicks, you don't really like where you're at because you're still looking for them to be the source of your happiness.
Exactly. And just to reiterate, it's not that we didn't understand what he was saying. We were paying attention to what he wasn't saying. But anyway, exactly. 513, you're on live with K Zag and J Roman and Miles on the Manhood is a Skill Set show. What's up?
What up, man? Chris, Cincinnati 39.
Oh, what's up, Chris? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Friend to the room, Chris. What's going on with you, Chris? You got a question? Because we on OT, man. So let's go, man.
Yes, I did donate to you guys too. I did donate.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. All right. So what's the question?
Really, it's not a question. I was in a situation Thursday with a woman. I met her online, and everything was going good. Like I was flirting with her, doing all that stuff. She went to the restroom, and all of a sudden, the whole entire vibe just changed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was weird, man. But like before she went to the restroom, she was touching me, feeling me, and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
So it had to end because she had to take her son or whatever. But anywho, when I walked her to her car, I told her that I was going to kiss her, right? And she told me that she didn't want me to kiss her. I said, all right, cool. So I just basically deleted her number and just moved on. So my question to you guys, how to decipher when a chick is really into you versus a chick that is just teasing you.
Wait a minute. You did that though. When you mentioned kissing her, you deciphered it. She told you she didn't want you to kiss her. She's telling you, I don't want you to kiss me. Now let me say this. Did y'all get done eating a meal or something? Where did you take her at?
Oh no. We went out to drinks. That's why I set it up for drinks.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you a clue. Now, I'm not saying that this is the case in your situation. Anytime you go out drinking with a chick, yeah, this is just my personal opinion. I'm just saying this. Always have a little gum on you and just slide her a little piece of gum. Just slide her a little stick of gum. You know what I'm saying? Or one of them little breath strips, right? Because alcohol makes your breath stink. Okay, that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, and as silly as it may sound, a woman might not want to kiss you because and your tongue stinks. You know what I'm saying? So just slide a little stick of gum, so that way you know if you try and kiss her, you know that her being insecure about her breath stinking ain't the issue because you didn't give her a piece of gum. So it's another reason.
Right.
So this is something to think about.
Chris.
Right. And I was flirting with her. I was telling her, whispering in her ear, and she was all over me. I'm like, okay, is she a tease? And yeah, she went to the restroom and she took a good about 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, okay, this
she could have taken a mean shit. You know what I'm saying? She could have had diarrhea or something.
Chris, what do you think happened? What do you think happened?
What do you think?
What do you think happened?
I assumed that she was talking to one of her girlfriends, and her girlfriend, was saying, "Hey, I'm not really feeling this dude. I need to get out of the situation." I guess the phone call was the thing. I think that's what happened, probably, which is fine,
Okay. Let me say this, Chris. It don't matter what the fuck she talked about or did in that bathroom. It don't matter. All you know is you try to make number one. Stop asking women to kiss them. Stop asking that. Just do it. Just do it. If that's what you want to do, get close to her and be like, "Hey man, I had a great time tonight. I look forward to seeing you again." And matter of fact, this is what I would suggest you do before you even go in for the kiss. If you're interested in seeing her again, set up another date right then and there. Hey, look, I got some free time next week. How about we do this next Friday, same time? And then depending on her reaction, like if she says, "Oh, I don't know," then you know not to even fucking get the kiss. Because she, you know what I'm saying? But if she's like, "Oh, I would love to. I had so much fun. I look forward to seeing you." Okay, and then she agrees to it. Then you be like, "All right, this what's up." And then you go in for the kiss because you already set the situation up.
Exactly. That's a real good, that's good game right there.
Right. Well, I did discuss that. I said, "Hey, when are you free?" "Oh, I'm free next Friday." Blah 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 blah.
No. Tell her when you're free. Tell her, "Hey, I'm free Friday at 9:00. How about we do this again?" Tell her when you're free. Now, she can say, "Well, I'm not free Friday at 9, but I'm free at 10:30. And let's say you happen to be free. All right, cool, 10:30 it is. Don't ask her when she's free. Tell her when you're free and let her respond to that.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. No, I just.
Do you have another date with her?
Huh?
Do you have
So-
another
so-
date
so-
with her?
Yeah, do you have another date? So when you asked her when she's free, what did she say?
She said that she was free next Friday. Then, like I said, I tried to go in for the kiss, and she said, "I don't want to kiss you."
No, you didn't. You asked permission. Could you kiss her?
Need anything?
You asked permission. You asked permission. Let me ask you a question, and I really want you to understand what I'm about to say. If you're having sex with a woman, and let's say she's on top and she's riding you, but you want to put her in a missionary, are you gonna be like, "Hey, is it okay if I put you on your back now?" Or are you gonna grab her ass and put her back and start stroking? What you gonna do?
Nah, I usually just start doing it.
Exactly. That's called being assertive. You just start doing what you want to do. Hey, is it okay if you get off top and then you lay down on your back and then I can get on top of you and you can put your legs here and there? Is it no? You just do it. Go ahead. Yeah, I got it.
I mean, that's pretty much the game right there, Chris. So you say you don't have a date with her next week or whatever it is.
Yeah, because I basically charged her because she said that she didn't want to kiss me. I'm like, all right, cool.
All right, and then you said something about the fact that she ended the date because she had to go pick up a kid or some shit.
Yeah, her son, because her phone went off twice because I was talking.
Yeah, you don't want to anytime you have a woman in a situation, because there's nothing wrong with dating single mothers, but whenever you encounter a single mother who doesn't have her life in order, meaning that she's got like emergencies popping up and a bunch of shit going on, and I gotta end the date, I'm sorry, I gotta go, my son and or my child, but leave a woman like that, leave her alone. You understand? Leave her alone, because that means she doesn't have her life organized, and it doesn't make sense to even continue with her. You understand? So you good, bro. You good. And again, like you said, to see if a woman is feeling you, you did that, right? You moved in for the kiss. She said she didn't want to kiss you. Obviously, she wasn't feeling you. Plus, you said after she came out of the bathroom, the whole demeanor changed. So yeah, she wasn't feeling you, bro. So that's all. You good.
Yeah, man. I just
and Chris, it doesn't matter why her demeanor changed. It's irrelevant. It's inconsequential.
I think that's the real phone call right there.
Yeah.
Is because I'm listening, and it's like this is a non-talk discussion for me because somebody, hey, all right, next. So my thing is really you're calling to say, what do you think I might have done to make this happen like that?
Mm-hmm.
And who cares, Chris? Like it doesn't. Did you have fun? Were you enjoying it before she went to the bathroom? Come back, things change. All right, cool. You move on. You've seen some signs that it's not going to fit what you got going on, because you can't keep going out for drinks and then halfway through it, somebody has to bounce, right?
And it could have been if the kids was with the baby daddy, he was like, "Look, I'm gonna bring the kids back home to you, but before I leave, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you real quick for old time's sake." And she's like, "Ooh, okay." And then she came out different because she's looking forward to that nigga's dick. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it don't matter why it is. It just, like Jay Roman is saying, the reasoning is irrelevant. If someone doesn't hire you for a job, does it really matter why? You're not gonna be working for that company. That's the shit. It don't matter why. It just is what it is. You accept it and you move on.
Oh well, I'm glad you mentioned that. It's not. I'm not to say it. I care about getting better about the situation. So if I'm in a situation like that again, I can quickly end the date quicker and move on, because I don't have my time.
Chris, stop. Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I had a good time.
Do you feel like you represented yourself well?
What it was.
Do you feel like you represented yourself well?
Oh, yeah.
So you felt no matter if you sit next to her or just the bar itself, like, hey, I'm having a good time. I'm representing myself well. This evening's okay.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Then on to the next.
No hard feelings.
There you go.
Then on to the next.
On to the next. You did your thing. Don't overthink. Don't be on that. Oh, I'm gonna do this differently. I'm gonna act like this. Just understand when you're dealing with women, some are gonna be about it, some aren't. It's really that simple.
True.
All right, Chris.
I agree with you. No, I totally agree with you on that. Yes.
All right, Chris, man. We appreciate your call. We appreciate the donation, man. And you know, keep going, man. It's a numbers game. Remember, don't waste too much time on one situation. If you represented yourself well, you did everything you're supposed to do. Just move on, man. You all right? All right, cool. All right, man.
Yeah, brother.
All right, peace, man. Take it easy. All right, that's it. I'm gonna kill the phone lines because we are done.
She said, Renee funny. She says, heavy show today. Well, it was heavy with the dude with the kid, man. Look, y'all don't understand. See, y'all think it's just all about women and sex. Well, you can have sex and impregnate the wrong chick, and now you got misery in front of you. And dude, misery. Like, there's nothing more miserable than being a father of your child and you at the mother's mercy.
Yo.
With that child. There's nothing more miserable. Because I often say this, because guys often say, oh, these chicks are dirty, they this, they that. Well, if you get stabbed in the back, who gave them the knife?
Mm-hmm.
You gave them the fucking knife.
Exactly.
So what guys have to understand, you have to be a better judge of character. So there are going to be some women, even if you have a condom, that you never should have sex with.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Okay, and you guys are out here having unprotected sex with random chicks. And then you wonder what
results.
And you think shit gonna be cool? You think she's gonna be a woman of high character? Where if you have a kid, she's gonna be cool. Hey, you can see your kid anytime you want. And, you know, I won't make an issue for you. You don't know her well enough to know if she has that type of temperament or not. Because you guys are so horny and you want to be able to run up in a chick without a body bag or a body glove on, protecting your shit. And then when shit bad happened to you, like when you listen to him talking, he was mad at the chick. He was mad at the chick. And I'm like, but bro. And he did admit it. I gave her the power. Yes, you did, brother. You gave her the power to basically exert her will over you. Yes, you did.
Yo, I love how long it took him to get to the 60 fucking messages, though. That's how.
But nigga, you harassing her. Like Jay Roman was on it. He was like, bro.
You to Jay Roman for sifting it out because I knew from the beginning was some bullshit on this nigga, bro.
What's crazy to me, right? They want to poke holes in the game in which you guys are speaking, asking the little questions and what do you mean? Just walk up to her and ask her for sex, and we say, no, it's not really about her. It's about you. Right. But now, after a bad situation, you're still calling up game that has nothing to do with sex.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That's a great.
But you still got people that think it's all about her, and it's crazy. You just called a show about game. Why would you call a show about game about a TRO?
Right. If it
has nothing to do with sex.
Right. Exactly. But see, and one more thing I'll say too is game is not about like fixing the fucked up situations you put yourself in. You understand? Game is truly about understanding how to move to never get into those situations. You understand? At this point, the only thing game could do is to help you stay focused as a man so you don't make any more fucked up mistakes. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about, man. But I'm gonna just, talk about the Bad Boy membership real quick. So go to badboymembership.com so you can get the best dating practices, and go to masculineidentitymembership.com so you can get the best practices on how to discover your own masculine identity. All right, it's your boy Miles Cunningham. Zag, I appreciate you. Jay Roman, I appreciate you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to all the callers. And yeah, man, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And make sure y'all check in with us tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show, 12 noon Eastern time, man.
Yeah, let me just say this. It's been dope. Having Miles and Jay Roman on here. The show was kind of slow, but it picked up. And I think the caller with the child, and God bless him. I hope everything worked out.
Real shit.
But if he's still listening, you're gonna feel some pain for a little while because you're gonna suffer for a little. But you got to though. And you're supposed to suffer and feel that pain, so you will never make that mistake again.
So
and you're gonna be all right with this child. Just don't message the woman no more.
Right.
Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because she's gonna use everything against you. So I want all guys to understand this. No matter how much you think a woman likes you or cares for you, shit can turn like that when she feels like she's being fucked over by you. Okay,
Right.
A woman scorned is a dangerous woman. I'm telling y'all, motherfuckers, that right now. And women are very crafty, sneaky, and some shiesty motherfuckers, right? So then, and I don't say that to begrudge all women. I just say that the women got to do what they got to do to get what they want. So just be careful. Not all pussy is good pussy. Sometimes you got to walk away from it. And he could have saved himself a lot of hassle and headache. And let me just say this, and I'm gonna pass it to Jay Roman. For all you guys that want to be fathers, get married first. Just get married first. Just please get married. Don't have kids out of wedlock if you can help it.
Right.
Please, when you're married, you have a little bit more legal wiggle room with different things than you do when you are just a baby daddy. You have a little bit more space for legalities to be able to help your situation out. Jay Roman, you got it.
And real quick to the caller, make sure you find out if the kid is yours in the first goddamn place. But
get swabbed.
Yeah.
Get that swab.
Get married, Zach. Isn't that contradicting to game? The game is about how many women you can get.
You guys don't get it though. But this is the problem that I got when guys say don't get married, never get married. And I'm like, there are men who want to be fathers though. What are they gonna do? So they're supposed to be. See, I'm gonna say this. You got dudes that complain about baby mamas, and then they say don't get married. But the kids that dudes that want to be fathers, so are they supposed to create more baby mamas for you niggas to complain about?
Right.
What side of the fence are you gonna be on? But anyway, that's it. Shout out Jay Roman, shout out Miles Cunningham, masculineidentity.com, badboymembership.com, manhoodskillset.com, real game no theory, all these .coms. Get on the shit. We out. Like the fucking video. Peace.